Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure
Does it
can.
sound like shit?
It's
You're
okay.
okay.
Okay. Gotta go live on.
So I just went live on YouTube.
If this shit breaks 100,000 views, I'm gonna kill myself.
It probably won't, but you never. Are you live on Trash or on Crash Money?
Trash. I also want to double check that I'm not insanely louder than you guys because I have to do it through mine.
Right.
All right, let's check the Twitch, the trash stream here. Make sure it's not too loud.
We may have to kick you out into Cuck Hunt. As
What?
we're beginning.
Yes, I will go in. All right, boys. I'm gonna go there now, and then I'll post a link and everything.
Sounds good.
All right, dogs.
All right, boys.
Enjoy it, Doug.
Later. I'm joining a locked room, so people that want to hear this shit have to be the official people that want to hear this shit.
Ooh, the
We got
people
no
that matter.
fucking- Yeah, no
Anyone,
fucking
honestly,
stranglers.
anyone can watch it.
No fucking stranglers. Yeah, of course I can. I'm gonna post it regardless.
It's so weird on your screen. Like I'm reversed, and it's weird to see.
Thing is,
What'd
I'm
you say, Shane?
reversed on my screen, which is messed up for YouTube's sake. Like YouTube's
What'd be
gonna
interesting-
be like your Long Island's backwards, and then I have to.
What'd
say,
be interesting
go
is
to
if
Twitch.
you did, like, switched it so it looks like we're, because I'm tilted this way,
Yeah.
and then you're tilted the other way. So if you switch the camera somehow, we can make it.
Dude, please go to your phone and open the Twitch stream. Look at how beautiful I made this. I'm so proud. We have to turn on the sound too.
Let me mute myself really quick then.
Hello.
Yo yo.
How you doing, man?
There he is.
It's me. Oh, and there's Shafes. Okay, now I can see him too. I like the American flag. The American flag's a nice touch.
I have a 30-minute loop of copyright-free awards music on the Twitch stream.
Shay, did you drink yet? Sharp?
Is John quiet, or do I just have him
I am quiet. You got to turn me up a little bit.
Okay.
Turn him up to 200.
I had him down pretty far. So, wait, say something, John?
I think you're muted there, Shave.
No, yeah.
He is.
I was just watching the stuff.
Did you take a
Porn.
sip yet? I was gonna cheers with you.
Yeah, I was gonna have a cheers with you too. Do you want to go first?
Do I want to go first?
Yeah, I have a cheers too.
Oh, you have a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you go.
Some ships are wooden ships, and those ships might sink. The best ships are friendships, and to those ships we drink. What's yours?
Oh, okay.
I was really hoping you'd just say cheers.
Well, I have like an Irish one that that's my go-to. It's really just about being an Irish drunk. Not really, this is not like a let's do this thing.
There's a question in the chat already about sending in.
Questions?
How are we doing the vote, by the way?
Our moderator Lindsay is going to post, or Chris is going to post it on the website.
Yeah, I'll put it in the Twitch chat.
Okay.
All right, John. What's your toast? Sorry.
I'm gonna unplug my.
Oh, okay. It was a pig
I'll be back.
fair last September, a day I well remember. I was staggering back and forth in drunken pride, when my knees began to flutter and I fell down in the gutter, and a pig came up and laid down by my side. As we wallowed by the curbing, not a soul were we disturbing, when a lady from the church was heard to say, "Oh, you can tell the man who boozes by the company he chooses." And with that, the pig got up and he walked away.
Cheers. To that. I'm gonna try to keep my glass in frame here without spilling it.
Has anyone gone to the YouTube stream yet?
No, I'm trying to open up my computer now.
Do it on my phone. What am I talking about? I just want to make sure my voice isn't insanely louder than Shafe's. To make sure you can hear everything.
Oh no, you're very quiet. I would imagine that you're much less loud than young Schaefer. Not that you're loud, Shafes.
No, I get it. You can just outright say it.
You're not. No. I'm
Right?
not
You
gonna
can
be,
scream it at the top of your lungs if you want, because I'm that
I'm not-
loud.
I'm not going to be pressured into this. I
You know how to
No.
turn us up in Discord, right, Dan?
already turned you up.
Hey, John, you rocking your presidential socks?
I'm going to turn myself up here. Just doing a test real quick.
Got you.
Want me to check the YouTube stream, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hello, YouTube and
Uh,
Twitch.
That was my United States underwear that I was
Go
rocking.
to the toxic zone for a second.
Oh, was it? I thought it was your
Yeah.
sock. Oh. Well then. I'm assuming you're not going to show us those.
Ah. Maybe not. Maybe.
They're a few beers.
Depends. Definitely depends.
Well, you got to prove that the bidet works, right?
Guys, this is so stupid.
This is great. Wait, Chris, what are we in just chatting? Okay.
Yeah, we're in just chatting.
Can you add stream tags? Put politics and put like economy.
It won't let me add those tags. Let me see. Politics. There's no politics. What's another one?
Economics, debate.
Nope. News?
News, yeah, go with news.
Really news?
This is news,
'Cause
baby.
there is like political. I don't know what is it.
Yeah, politics and economics isn't a tag, unfortunately, for some reason.
Sorry.
What am I thinking of then?
You sound great on the YouTube, by the way. Sorry for Amy. But it was also interesting because it plays through both of my ears separately. So like Schaefer's on the right hand side and you're on the left hand side.
Oh,
Which I was
John,
like, oh, cool.
in your OBS,
I'm
if you
gonna-
want to down mix both to mono, it'll go through both speakers.
We're just like the
Wait.
devil and the angel on shoulders.
Do it. What? Wait,
I'll be right back.
Chris, tell me that again.
In OBS, do
Yeah.
you have Streamlabs OBS or regular OBS?
Regular.
Okay. In the audios, in the settings and audio, I think there should be like wherever you can monitor
Properties.
your microphone and stuff. Like, can you see the meters for your microphone and everything in OBS somewhere?
I can see them moving up and down. Yeah.
Wherever they're showing up for your microphone, make sure it's down mixed to mono. There should be a button for it, I think, or a setting somewhere for it. I know Streamlabs OBS has it.
Okay. Yeah. Click mono. Like just click the button.
Yeah.
Just-
If you do mono, it'll
just-
come right down the middle.
Okay. Just the my microphone or the desktop audio as well.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if you're not playing a game. Like for this, you could just do it to mono. Usually, like a game would be stereo, but if he said that Shafe is coming in on just one side too, then you're gonna want to. So they come in both.
Okay. Someone go test again.
Hold on. On YouTube?
Yeah,
All right, one sec.
you might have to talk at some point as well, but it'll be a lag, so you can go back and forth.
I can pull it up if you want.
You can try it now.
All right, so my name's Johnny, and I'm doing this. I'm talking about this. Sometimes I talk down here. Sometimes I talk up here. You know,
Yeah,
blah,
pull
blah,
up
blah,
on-
blah, blah is how I sound sometimes.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up on my laptop so I can get it on my headphones here.
Hello.
The thumbnail was us two both holding our beers up on YouTube.
Is it on the trash YouTube or your YouTube?
It should be on trash.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on trash.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have my headphones on, but it sounds
Yeah,
like
I'm double checking right now.
Hey, I'll check again too.
John, you sound good now.
Thank you.
I don't know if your microphone is directional, but it seems like it like kind of here and if you had to speak directly into it.
Mine or yours?
Yours.
Okay.
Shave
Yeah,
your
I
good
will
too.
while I'm doing my thing. I'll be up here.
Yeah.
Or like that. A
You
little bit
sound
like this.
good to me wearing headphones as well. And it was really weird because I kept this audio on and I kept that audio on, so I was just hearing two of both of y'all.
There's been rumors of homosexuality swept through both candidates' tickets. Is that what's going on there?
I'm answering all the questions. That's trash.
Who's the? I wonder who all those people are. Like, I don't know who they are. It's gonna
That nice is
That's
Doug. I don't know who Double Bag It is.
It's probably one of John's crews.
Let me see.
I told my coworkers about this.
Oh yeah, we told a
Yes.
lot of people.
Mhm.
I don't
We already
think
have
I
9
know
viewers.
who Double Bag is. What is it? Double Bag?
Did your families know what you're doing today?
Yes.
Should be
Yes.
like, I am not to be disturbed. Great.
Yes.
Remember that video of the guy who's like the advisor to Korea or something, and like as he's talking, like a little girl comes marching in
Yeah.
his room. It was like
It's gonna be Charlie for me.
I luckily have a lock on my door.
John, can you speak like directly into the like head on?
Just like this.
Yeah. Does that sound better for people or is that just me?
I think it's
It does
you
sound
might have
better.
to turn me up on Discord.
It,
'Cause I
it
think
sounds
they
better
already
for you
did.
too, Chris, right?
Yeah, make sure that mic is like pointed right at you.
Hi ho.
You guys are gonna make me do work stuff at fucking 7:45 on a Friday. This is my
Hey, John,
this is
I
my
have
day.
a rock band mic if you need it.
Oh yeah. I have 2 of these, so I could actually, if I wanted to, I can get up and walk
Maybe,
around.
and
Have one
video
set up
this.
and then
on
one handheld.
Yeah. See how
John's
you-
gonna
see how you
walk
do
over
that?
to my house like still talking.
So I can be over here talking like this. Then I could be over here talking like this. I'd be like, nah, if you see here, we're going to move this away.
But talking to both of them at the same time.
How does it sound when I do both? Is it insane?
That's weird.
That's hot.
All right. If you look over here at the backwards Long Island, at least for my stream, it's backwards. For you, it's normal. For Australians, it's upside down. That'll be my backup if this dies. And then if this also dies, the whole thing, the receiver is also wireless. But according to this, 6 hours of usage time.
Well, my strategy is to make it go 7.
So the microphone dies.
welcome to the people. I guess on YouTube because they don't hear us on Twitch.
Yeah, let me see what YouTube's saying here.
We got Carlos in the chat. What's up,
I
Carlos?
saw Carlos on YouTube. I think that was the only comment on YouTube so far.
Yeah.
Double bag it. Are you? I am not. All right, hold on.
Roundabouts for the wind. Be excellent with each other. To each other.
Who's
Gonna
saying
get
that?
this YouTube. Be excellent to each other. Saying roundabout for the win. We will see. We're gonna get here started here shortly. Where's the twins?
I think they were eating dinner. Dan,
If you're gonna
can
be
confirm?
if you're gonna be the mayor, you need to learn to listen. Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
No, I
Yep.
said, can you confirm that they are eating dinner?
I can confirm.
Can confirm.
Yeah. But well, I'm just saying if you're a potential mayoral candidate,
Right.
that you need to be able to read in the chat.
So, John, for some reason, your camera is flipped around on Discord
Yeah, on my stream.
on your stream. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
Interesting.
on YouTube it's the other way.
And I don't know how to. I don't
To
even
each
think
other,
I can flip
I mean,
it.
it looks right on mine. I wonder if it's because I can flip it. No, I didn't do anything like that. So
No, it's just, I don't know. For
I don't know.
me, that's how it looks. And so on YouTube, it's going to look backwards. So
That's
anybody on YouTube, go to Twitch and it won't be backwards at 8 o'clock.
Twitch is a better production, okay?
Oh yeah. It sounds amazing on the Twitch thing.
Also, you don't want to alienate our YouTube listeners by telling
Get
them
the
to go
fuck
to Twitch.
out of YouTube and go to Twitch.
Shut up. Stop.
We're actually live on
Listeners.
Facebook as well.
We're live on PBS Kids.
Nobody's even talking about Facebook. Fuck Facebook.
When we make it to PBS Kids, that's when we know
We're gonna,
we made.
Shafe, we're going on Sesame Street tomorrow.
Oh shit!
You have to do it with a puppet. Just
You're
practice.
doing
by putting your own
shapes.
hand up your own ass.
Shafe is doing shapes, circles.
Yeah, because I can't spell, so the spelling is all you.
Right.
John doesn't want to do numbers.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a
we can.
surprise!
I love trigonometry.
Snitches.
Trigonot. Yeah. Oh boy.
8 minutes to game time. Where the hell is where the twins at?
I feel like you guys aren't doing much listening today.
Well, we gave
Well,
them
we know
some
where they
fair
are.
warning.
They know what time it is. It's scheduled for 8. Typical politician. Starting projects early?
Dan, you're gonna do like the intermission report.
Yeah, Dan, we need you guys
Yeah.
that were, he looks good here. He needs to attack on these points or else he's going to falter. He's doing this, but he also needs to watch about blah, blah, blah.
Dan being me or Dan being Dan?
But yeah, you
No, other Dan, the fake Dan is not here. He's fraud. He doesn't
Oh.
even support his own stream.
fraudulent
Oh.
Dan, yep. That's his new
Yeah.
name.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize because
chilling.
he was here, so I kind of thought you guys weren't talking to me. I have real low self-esteem. Like 0. Somebody hold me.
I'm holding you through the screen.
Politician trying to hold men. Wait.
Maybe you shouldn't. I should.
I think I can
The girls are
host.
coming on now.
I'm going to host from my
Lovely.
channel.
Is that gonna screw
Let's
stuff
do
up,
that.
or are you gonna
What?
have John host? From
Have John host from his
I can
Twitch?
host from my Twitch, right? /host.
oh,
Yeah, you could do that.
li_trash. I'm doing it. It's happening.
boy. For all the people that are in the chat for YouTube, grab yourself a beer or wine or a mixed drink.
Now, what we should do is, and it wouldn't work. Never mind.
Talking about your bidet idea, right?
So we should randomly have, if anybody in the chat says like some code word that we've like designed beforehand that we've come up with, just like a word that's in the dictionary but not common. And then if they say it, then we have to immediately switch our platforms to the other person's platform.
No, you're just afraid.
The word is
sounds like you're
pineapple. Hey
afraid.
guys, what are some good fruits?
And by the way, speaking of fruits, how many do you need?
I have no idea who Double Bag
no.
it is on the Twitch stream, but I'm having a lot of fun with the back and forth. He asked which mayor is currently the incumbent, and I said they're both income right now.
Roundabouts are the essence of freedom. Traffic lights are a symbol of tyranny. Yes.
Anvil? Where does the anvil come after that?
Cartoon anvil?
Dream. Just chatting, I guess.
If
We're
you're
just
joining.
chatting.
Oh shit! Are you saying the same thing as I am?
Maybe. Are we on the same page?
We better be.
We can't have that.
All right, guys, debate over.
Co-candidates.
Is that Lindsay I hear? Or Sydney?
That's Sydney.
What's up, Sid?
Hey.
Welcome.
Lindsay should be here shortly.
How come I can't see anyone in the Twitch chat?
You can't see anyone in the Twitch chat?
I mean, right now it just says welcome to our chat room, and then I can send a message.
Oh, that's weird.
Have you stayed on it, or are you?
How long ago did you just pull it up?
Well, I had it up
Oh,
before,
anvil is the switch word. I got it.
and
Okay.
then I
Oh.
closed it.
That's a
But
good
now I
word.
have
That
all
doesn't come up
these
as a-
things open, and it's hard, I think, for my computer
Respect
to
it.
process all of this.
What I did is I just had like something up on my phone, like Twitch or something.
Oh yeah, that would be an idea as well. Well, I have two monitors, so I was like, I'm gonna use both of them.
Fancy.
If at any point the stream is getting on YouTube is looking not quality, let me know. I might attempting to open up Twitch and YouTube to read the comments.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like killing my own bandwidth, then
True.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mod's here.
Right. Welcome.
Hello.
with 3 minutes to spare.
Excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
John might be a little low. You guys might have to raise his volume individually.
Yes.
Yes.
And of course, both candidates are drinking non-alcoholic beer. It's
No,
actually
this is
good
pineapple
stuff.
juice.
O'Doul's.
Yes. Pineapple is a strong fruit.
Yes, it is. Gotta adjust my posture.
No
John,
tie
where's
yet?
your American flag?
I have Long Island.
Long Island is my town. It's my town.
Dark. Here.
Yeah, why is your room so
Why
dark,
is
bro?
my room so dark looking? That's somewhat better, I guess. I don't know. See my command hooks. I took down my anime poster.
No, we should have it.
That should have stayed.
Hang up a. Did we send you a trash shirt? Do you have one? The old one.
Ugh, I don't know where it is. I know that I have it. I just don't know where it is.
It'd probably be mad wrinkly.
Yeah, that too.
I know mine is.
We made these out of love.
And it's wrinkly now.
I can see Jenny just creepily looking over there.
That is creepy.
I'm trying to get so my chin doesn't look. Ugh. Okay.
Oh man, who's excited? I'm excited.
All right.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Time's almost up. So I figured, so I have to switch from, I'm on my laptop right now. I got to switch to my PC because I'm playing desktop music for the Twitch stream because I'm extra. So I figured I would jump over. I'm going to turn the music off. I'll introduce Lindsay. I'll shut up. And then I'll switch over to the next scene with all you guys on camera. And then we can go.
Sure.
All right.
Are we all ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm about to mute myself.
I have all my stuff on my phone, so I'm just gonna read off this.
So what's the procedure going to be again? So it's going to be
So
the
I'm
presentation.
gonna do an opening monologue to introduce the two candidates.
All right.
I have 4 questions. I'll do one to each, but you can answer both because we'll do both. But I'll start one Shafe, one John, and go back.
Mhm.
And then I have we'll be moving to questions from our audience, and then I have a little thing at the end of the debate just saying thank you.
Cool.
All right.
You guys can clap and like talk like twice. Everybody else like after where is it? So I introduce the two candidates, and then I say you can talk, you can cheer once I introduce them, and then once at the end after everything else is done.
Are we allowed to unmute and then boo the people we don't like?
We have a toxic zone for that.
Okay, I'll just be there by myself.
No, just clap, okay? Please clap.
All right. If
All right,
everyone's
Jeb.
ready, I'm going to switch over to my PC here.
Do we have the voting set up yet?
Oh, the poll.
Yeah.
I did not do it.
Yes.
I can set that up,
Emmanuel,
right?
we are starting Twitch, I believe, right now.
Mhm.
Twitch might be
What's
the
the
better
website again?
stream to go on, by the way.
It is strawpoll.me.
Thanks for the heads up.
All right. So we're just going to say who's the new mayor of Long Island?
Yeah.
As the question.
Actually, yeah.
So we're not going to put it up until the end of the debate.
Yeah.
The
Put
poll itself.
it up at the end, and we'll post it in the chats.
We're gonna-
Make this a separate thing. Minimize it. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Please rise for our national anthem.
John, are you gonna be singing it?
Wearing a tie.
I'm playing it on my trumpet.
Can you see? All right. We got 16 people on Twitch and 11 people joining in on YouTube.
Wow.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. Welcome everyone.
This is how we get famous, right? We just keep doing really
Yeah,
real
exactly.
political debates.
Oh yeah. We're gonna continue diving up or climbing up the ladder. We're gonna be Supreme Overlord of Long Island. That's gonna be the next debate.
If everyone's ready,
Still on Long Island, just the Supreme Overlord.
All right, let's do it.
here we go.
Alrighty.
Welcome everyone to the Mayor of Long Island debate between Crashmoney1795 and HOCKEYFREAK55. Allow me to introduce to you our moderator, Lindsay104.
All right, good evening. Welcome to our first and maybe only debate for the office of Mayor of Long Island. My name is Lindsay104 of Long Island Trash. It is my honor to moderate this debate tonight, as it is an important part of our democracy. Our audience tonight are extremely socially distant, and while they are no doubt enthusiastic about our candidates, they have agreed to express their enthusiasm only twice, once at the end of the debate and now as I introduce the candidates. Please welcome Crashmoney1795 and HOCKEYFREAK55, aka John and Shafe. Woo!
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
And thank you both for being here. Our two candidates have agreed to the ground rules for tonight, and I am here to enforce these rules. No one has been told in advance what topics I have chosen, and this debate will be broken into two segments, my questions and then those of our audience. Our candidates will have 2 minutes to answer each question without interruption from me or the other candidate, and we will then take a few minutes after each candidate has had their 2 minutes to further discuss the issues. And now let's begin. All right, so our first topic is going to head to Shay first. What are the environmental impacts of your campaign? Your 2 minutes starts now.
Well, glad you brought that up. We do have PowerPoints if we wanted to go through those as well. I do touch on that topic in my PowerPoint. Completely up to you, though, moderator. But I would like to answer the question if that's okay. Or okay.
You want to do
So-
you want to do one round of questions and then go to our PowerPoints
Sure.
to start off? Sure. All right.
Sure. So the environmental impacts is the question, correct?
Yes.
So the environmental impacts of the roundabouts is very clear. To start off, the amount of idle time for cars waiting at the intersections would decrease, and therefore decrease the pollution of the air quality in your local neighborhood. And that's the immediate effects in your local neighborhood itself. Not only do roundabouts take up less space than regular signalized intersections, they also provide a great set for natural landscaping and natural water retention methods. And also to stress the point of the reduced idle time, this means that there is also less gas being used for the cars from a complete stop. The roundabouts would ease them right in and right out without having to come to a full stop and waste the extra gas to stop and go. So those are just some highlights of the environmental impacts, but I would like to get into it a little bit more if the debate goes that way. In summary, those are the environmental impacts.
All right. And John, your 2 minutes.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, everybody watching. Great to be here. Thank you, America. So, firstly, my plan is very simple. I want to increase the amount of trade jobs we have here on Long Island and hopefully eventually America. And I want to do that specifically by making bidets more affordable to the American people by via a tax credit. And so the environmental impacts are actually pretty astounding when you look at the numbers of how much water is used to create one roll of toilet paper versus how much toilet paper you save when you have a bidet in your home. Other things, including in my plan, also have to do with stressing through the tax code again how to exempt certain expenses from your taxable income so that you can work from home and eventually have way less of an impact on the environment. Instead of driving to work each day, taking the train, taking the bus, you can actually just stay at home. You can save money via your taxes, and you'll reduce your own impact on the environment that way.
All right. Now we can further discuss the issue if you would like as a back and forth, or we can move to the next question.
What do you think?
I think we should do the quick. I think we have like 5-minute PowerPoints ready to go. We'll do those. We'll do our quick summaries and then.
Yep. Mr. John, would you like to go first since I answered the first question first?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
I think Chris.
I believe
now
the man
has to
behind the
join.
scenes will pull up the PowerPoints here in a second.
It's up for you.
It's up.
Hold on.
Just tell me when to move on.
I don't
got
see
it.
it on my Discord.
Yeah, I can see it on Discord. You see it on stream.
Ah, well, that's a problem with the YouTube stream. Not going to see it.
You're right.
Welcome to the debate, everyone.
Go to Twitch.
I got this. Ready?
Everybody go to Twitch.
_trash.
I got it.
John, I
Don't
can
worry.
pull up my PowerPoint if you want to pull up
Already
yours.
fixed it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Look at that on the fly.
So,
Let me know when you're moving
Crash
on.
Money, 1795. Progress, not tomorrow. Bidet. Next slide, please. So I'm going to start by attacking many problems faced by Long Islanders. The first one being college tuition is too expensive. Young adults are leaving college in huge amounts of debt with a degree that doesn't give them an edge. It's really not worth as much as it used to be. On top of that, there's a massive undersupply of trade labor, trade jobs, electricians, plumbers, all these other types of jobs that are skilled that we just don't have in America. Our graduation rates show very little. Environmental concerns, as we've pointed out, and our taxes are too damn high. Next slide. So, the plan. We incentivize more high school graduates to attend trade school instead of a college or university. We then lobby to New York State and to the U.S. Congress to include tax credits related to the purchase and installation of bidets and other eco-friendly bathroom facilities. In addition, we lobby for more deductions regarding working from home, business use of home expenses. As we've seen in the COVID pandemic, working from home is perfectly fine. People can do it. They still work just as hard, and they save you money. We emphasize buying American brand bidets or toilets, and we have a third-party organization determine the models so that there's no fraud or anything happening. You know, as the mayor who's trying to elect this, I want you to be sure that I'm not taking money under the table from any big toilet corporations. And we create happier, eco-friendly, more hygienic lifestyle that will increase the value of our homes and reduce our tax burden and save us all money. Next slide. Okay, so first, attacking the tuition inflation and debt problem. So a college degree taking 4 to 5 years is going to put somebody in debt from $60,000 to $120,000 here on Long Island. Even if you go to a SUNY school, you'll still end up with close to $60,000 in debt, even if you have some amount of scholarships or grants. And if you take into consideration interest on loans that take 10 years to pay off, it's even more than that. So a trade degree will take 2 years to complete and costs half as much as the lower end of a college university degree. The average wage may be slightly lower for trade jobs, but when you come out of college, after 4 years of college, someone who finished a trade job after 2 years will have started earning 2 years worth of wages, and they can be completely debtless by the time you're getting out of college. An increase in trade labor demand will be met within 2 years. So trade school has a faster turnover rate, obviously 2 years. An increased supply of labor and trade labor creates competition, and it will actually drive down the prices of things like bidets and all these things that you want to do to fix your home up. The toilets and bidets won't be the entirety of the work for the tradesmen and women, but as I've mentioned, there's an estimated 3 million trade jobs in the United States that remain vacant. So obviously, we need to do more to put people into these positions, fill them, and make our homes better. Next slide. Okay, the facts about bidets. So, pardon me, hold on. Sorry. The facts about bidets. A family of 4 consumes about a half a tree every 4 years. It's hard to think of in your head, but a bidet can decrease your toilet paper usage by up to 75%. And making a single roll of toilet paper requires 37, I might have said 27 gallons before, but it's 37 gallons of water, a certain amount of kilowatt per hours of electricity, and pounds of wood. So the amount of water used by a bidet is minuscule compared to this. And if you think, well, what about in poorer countries, things like that? 90% of Venezuelan homes have bidets. and 60% of Japanese households have high-tech bidets, which means they have cool gadgets. You could play games on them probably. But imagine the COVID-19 toilet paper panic not existing if we all had invested in bidets much earlier. If we all had bidets, no one would have to go out and buy 5,000 rolls of toilet paper thinking they're going to be stuck inside for months. You have a bidet, you're fine with one pack, and then we could all, not risk our lives running to the store to try and get toilet paper. And especially people today are shining for public restrooms, so it's an investment well worth it. Next slide. So in summary, it's a simple solution to a multitude of problems. We move admission rates towards trade school instead of four-year colleges. And it doesn't mean for every student. It's for the students that are on the edge, the students that don't really know what they want to get into in college. Why waste your time and money when you could spend half as much and learn a skill, learn a trade, and start working? So you'll save parents and students money. Within 2 years, you'll be in the workforce. We'll start chipping away at the major deficit of trade workers, and we can focus on the tax law that incentivizes spending on home improvements, and we'll circulate the money within the Long Island economy because of that. We'll be buying toilets, we'll be buying bidets, we'll be paying workers, plumbers, electricians to install these, and we'll be reducing our toilet paper consumption. We'll save money, we'll reduce our environmental impact, and ultimately, you will have tax savings. So if you have a $1,000 tax bill, and with this credit, it would be usable. Say you spend $1,000 on a bidet, it will negate that $1,000 tax you owe. It would be a credit. So same thing. It might be, depending on wages, if you earn over $300,000 as a household, it might phase out after a while, so rich people aren't just getting rid of all their taxes, but it will definitely help out low-income and middle-income families. And I believe that is it with my works cited after this. Thank you.
Shall we move on to mine?
I think so.
Okay.
Shay, if you have the stream pulled up?
Yes, it's a little bit delayed, but I can just scroll through my own PowerPoint. John, do you need me to share my PowerPoint with you?
No, that's okay.
All right,
You'll
here
have
we
it
go.
up.
Are you ready, Chief?
It's all up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So once again, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Mr. John, and thank you to all the viewers out there today. I am HOCKEYFREAK55, or some of you may know me as Shafe. So I am running to be your mayor of Long Island. And if we can go to the next slide, please. So I am running to be your mayor of Long Island because I am confident that I will bring change and progress to Long Island. What qualifies me as mayor? Well, I have a degree in environmental design and a master's in urban planning, an advanced certificate in sustainability, so I do know a thing or two about roundabouts. I also have several years of experience working with and for local governments, and my previous positions allowed me to get an in-depth understanding of development trends across Long Island and the issues that Long Islanders are facing. Next slide, please. So, my plan. My plan for Long Island is to install a roundabout at every single signalized and major intersection across Long Island. And Long Islanders can benefit from this installation tremendously. And I know what you're thinking, Mr. Schaefer. You are crazy. But allow me to explain my idea so that you can begin to see the benefits of roundabout. If you can go on to the next slide, please. And as you can see, the benefits break down into three major categories: safety, economic, and environmental. Next slide, please. Safety. Roundabouts significantly decrease the number of fatal crashes with injury, and pedestrian crashes. For all of those who went through an intersection blindly and were hoping that the speeding car wouldn't T-bone you, I can assure you that roundabouts will almost entirely wipe that concern out. For those of you who crossed a busy intersection and didn't have enough time to cross the intersection, so you're stranded there in the middle of the road, cars zoom by you, I can assure you that roundabouts will protect your safety of you, your loved ones, your friends, and your children especially. Next slide, please. The environmental. We touched upon this already, but I would like to reiterate my key points. Roundabouts significantly reduce the amount of stop and go traffic and increases traffic flow altogether. And what this means is less idle time spent at intersections, which again means less gas is used for cars to speed up from a complete stop, and this improves air quality in your neighborhood. Not far out where the trees are being saved, in your neighborhood, you see the direct benefits of improved air quality. Roundabouts also provide plenty of space for green landscaping and natural water retention methods. If you can go to the next slide, please. And economic. Because roundabouts require a number of jobs to construct them, there will be numerous job opportunities that will open up across Long Island, ranging from construction jobs, contracting jobs, engineering jobs, urban planning jobs, and much more. These jobs will be sustained since roundabouts, they don't appear overnight. They take some time. And this time is precious to the Long Islanders that need the jobs and a steady job. The slower speeds that are entering the roundabout for the cars also leads to safer streets, which is incredibly beneficial to local businesses, especially located on Main Street. And roundabouts cost a significant less amount of money to maintain than a traditional intersection. Next slide, please. So how am I going to do this? The key thing with my idea and my implementation is sustained progress. Funding will come from a range of sources, which means there will be no tax increase to Long Islanders. The creation of these roundabouts will be done in increments, and it will use tactical urbanism, cut down costs, and increase the awareness of the benefits of roundabouts. And like I said before, this progress sustained for several years. Again, sustained progress is what Long Island needs right now. Next slide, please. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. I am looking forward to the rest of the debate, and I hope that the best man will win. Thank you for your time.
All right, very nice. So let's get back to our questions. Let's see, so our second question is going to be to John. So Mr. Schaefer originally left to start his own campaign after he claimed he was an underpaid employee of yours, John. How do you explain that?
Well, really,
You have 2 minutes.
my campaign was pretty much all my ideas. Not a lot coming from his, but he did actually begin to create, my poster. He made my poster. He made my, my bid, my mayoral bid poster. And I do thank him a lot for that. He's a great person, great guy. But, in the end, he had his own ideas. I had my own, and it wasn't worth paying him to do jobs that I, wasn't trying to fulfill.
Okay. And Shafe, do you have anything you would like to respond with?
Thank you for your kind words. I wish I heard them while I was working for your campaign. During my time with the John campaign, there was a lot of hostile work environments demanding that things be done at a crunching timeline when I had my own personal things to attend to. I also believed that my beliefs, as you can see, did not entirely align with the John campaign. So that's why I ultimately led to begin my own campaign with my own ideas where I can work for myself. And I must say, John, it seems like you have done a tremendous job picking up the slack in the office. I commend you for that, but I hope that you are treating your new employees well, and I hope that you will treat the new employees that you are apparently creating for the bidet installations well as well.
All right, well said. All right, our next question will be to Shafe. Shafe will go first, sorry. You will no doubt be using our citizens' taxes to complete your goals. So what exactly are they paying for besides just like the roundabouts?
Great question. This is a question that I received a lot of critique from, especially from the John campaign. So, as I stated in my PowerPoint, the goal is not to increase taxes to all Long Islanders. My plan will use a wide range of funding, and like I said, it will begin with small projects on Long Island, and then work our way up to the big intersections. Again, that idea of sustained progress. So to begin, we'll use a range of tactical urbanism skills, which, as shown from the screen before, it is a kind of guerrilla warfare type of approach to implementing ideas in a city. So if there's an intersection, you can set up cones, you can set up hay bales, you can set up whatever you need to create a roundabout and get residents used to the idea. Once we get residents used to the idea, we'll push for funding from the New York State and federal resources, several grants like the Highway Safety Improvement Program, the Transportation Alternatives Program SET, which is a federal and state level funding opportunity, and the Federal Surface Transportation Program are just some of the few grants, or some of the many grants that we are going to be applying for to get the funding for these roundabouts. In addition, roundabouts are much easier to maintain than traditional intersections. You don't have to worry about the electricity going into the signalized intersections, the stoplights. The roundabouts are much low cost. And if I may quote, 1 second here, the Federal Highway Administration Office. So for every dollar spent on a roundabout, there was a approximately $13 return on the investment. So you can see that there is going to be some cost front from the grant funding, but long-term sustained, these are going to greatly cut down on cost on the streets of Long Island.
All right. And John, same question, citizen taxes.
Okay, is this about mine saving taxes versus his
Yes.
saving tax? Okay,
You
so
can attack him if you would like, but you
Can
could also
attack
just answer the question.
yeah, so mine is lobbying to give Americans and Long Islanders a tax credit for spending. So the idea is you incentivize the citizens to spend their money locally, so that it circulates money in the economy, and then that will generate, even more money that will continue to circulate and move around, rather than, if you just hold on to it and do nothing with it and just spend it on your tax bill. It's the same idea. So rather than spending $1,000 on tax, you can spend $1,000 on your bidet, and then when you owe $1,000 in taxes, it'll be negated by the $1,000 you spent. It's a similar idea, but better for low income, middle income, because they have these types of credits for energy efficient vehicles, electric vehicles. They have them for solar panels, but not everybody can afford those things. But people can afford a bidet if it comes within range of $1,000 to $2,000, rather than a $10,000 set of solar panels or a $40,000 electric vehicle. So that's where my idea is, people want to save taxes, they don't want to spend money, and if they're going to spend $1,000, they'd rather do it to improve their home and see the difference, real time.
All right. All right. Next question.
May I respond to that?
Oh yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
So the keyword that I want to focus on there is incentivize from Mr. John there. So if someone doesn't want a bidet in their home, they don't have to do it.
No, they
correct?
don't have to. No.
Okay. So
but the tax savings will be available for every citizen. So if you're looking at your tax bill, now newly, because a lot of middle class people started to, after owing for many years, or after getting refunds for many years, this last tax season, they got hit and they owed for the first time ever. So now they're saying, well, how do I reduce this tax bill? Well, the one thing
So-
you can do is take what's available, which is spending money on a bidet, which will make available as a credit.
So you would have to spend more money to get the return or the neutralizing, essentially.
Well, so yeah, the idea is you're already going
So
to be spending that money as tax money towards the government, but the government is now saying, hey, if you spend your money on your improving your home, we'll relieve you of this amount of tax.
And this is in response to the COVID crisis that is arising.
It's a multi-pronged attack. So it's trying to create more demand for labor jobs, because even though there's more of a demand, there's actually not enough of a supply of labor jobs. So we're trying to incentivize people to go into these trade schools, and then we'll have enough people to then meet the demands of the people who are now going to be asking for the bidets now that it's available to them and it's available for them to save money on it.
So I would like to follow up on the question, moderator Lindsay, if we have the time. Would that be allowed?
Yes, go right ahead.
Okay, so the part about the incentivizing and going into a point that was going to be my next point about the trade school. So just remind me, your idea is that it will incentivize people to go to trade jobs, learn a new trade instead of going to college and getting themselves in debt, correct?
Well, so yeah, the idea is we have a number of kids in high school that don't know what to do, and we tell them currently that they need to go to college and they need to get a bachelor's degree, and we're seeing over time that bachelor's degree are being worth less and less. You know, it's getting you not as far as it would have 20, 30 years ago. So the idea is you can have a degree that will get you a job and into a market that is thriving and that actually needs people to work in, which is trade.
So I 100% agree with you that the importance of a bachelor's degree or even a master's degree is rapidly declining because so many people are having it. The question to you now is, what are you doing for the people that are in debt already? And it seems like you are encouraging people from high school going into college, but what are you going to do for the people that are in their 20s graduating from college with this amount of debt? How does your plan help those people on Long Island?
Well, so there's a lot of kids graduating Long Island that are stuck in jobs, and even some that are now owing taxes. So the idea is you don't want to be spending more money to owe it later. You want to be spending money so that you don't owe taxes to the federal government. And this program is going to help you out. And on top of that, like I said, I'm also going to be lobbying for more work from home expenses, because as we've seen, especially on Long Island, people are spending $5,000 a year from any point on Long Island to get a train pass so that they can go into the city to sit at a desk and do their job. And that's people who went to college and got a bachelor's, and like me, you know, in accounting, people are doing that. They go on a train 2-3 hours a day, come back and forth. When the COVID pandemic hits, and now their company finally trusts them, gives them a laptop, they go home and they do the same exact amount of work, yet they're saving all this money and they're saving time, precious time that they actually want. So like I said, now you're going to be able to deduct more expenses working from home than you can previously, which I've seen in my line of work is the people really only deducting work from home expenses are rich people, and it's because they can just sit at home and deduct half of their oil bill and their electric bill. But you, as a college kid that just graduated, and now you're working for some company, but now you can't go into the city, you got to stay at your house. Well, how are you going to manage, you know, all of this and save money? Well, at least you're going to be able to save money on taxes.
I would like to just make the point as well to my proposal itself when creating the roundabouts. I mentioned it in my PowerPoint, but the creation of not only construction jobs and contracting jobs and these labor-based jobs, but in addition to engineering jobs, planning jobs, college degree jobs, to make sure that these roundabouts are functioning correctly and making sure that the maintenance of them is kept up throughout the existence and the lifespan of these roundabouts as well. So I'm not just doing it for the people that are considering to going to college. I'm doing it for the people that actually went to college too and are out of a job because of the pandemic.
All right. So my last question, but I think we've already touched upon it, It's going to be what are your long-term goals of your campaign? What happens after you complete your mission? I think we've already covered it.
Yeah, I would like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to hear Mr. John's ideas, because it seems like once the bidets are installed, these people that are gaining these trades won't really have as much work as they initially had. So I'm wondering.
Well, that's the thing, is it's actually the opposite. There is an undersupply of this labor. So the fact is, people actually want more of this labor, and they want things done to their homes. And it's not even just electricians or plumbers, but it's also contracting and contractors. And the idea is, it's not just a short-term goal, but it is an immediate solution to something that hit a lot of Long Islanders, which is, for the first time in 5-10 years, if you've been a Long Islander who lives here, they started owing taxes after they had refunds for the last 10 years. So now they have to figure out, well, if I can improve my home and not pay my tax bill, then I'm going to do it. And it's going to circulate money, and it's going to be okay for the economy. But in terms of yours is a completely long-term solution. It's not short-term. Everybody knows that public works always takes much longer than expected. And when the COVID pandemic happened, that's the first thing that got thrown off, was any new public works projects were put on hold almost immediately. And so now we're looking at, what if there's a second wave? What if this happens? There's always going to be room to improve your own home. And if people see that, they're going to do it, because they're going to see the change and they're going to make it happen, rather than, oh, well, we elected this guy and hopefully we're going to have a roundabout maybe in a couple years or maybe in 5 years. It's, it's just too long term. People want to see change now.
So the 2 points. So the change now, there will be change immediately in the term of tactical urbanism. These short-term solutions are not permanent, but they get the idea out there, and they still have the effect of the actual full-blown roundabout. And to your points about the long-term, with the COVID pandemic and how it was the first thing to get shut down and be delayed. Well, in this case, it is a streetscape project. If people are not going to work, like you're saying, and less people are on the road, or if there's another shutdown, that is the perfect time to work socially distanced outside and work on these streets when there's no one around them. We can do it immediately if the traffic is down, and that will decrease the amount of traffic flow when we actually do go back to work, or some of us go back to work. The traffic flow increases significantly because people don't have to come to full stops, go wait at a light for 2 or 3 minutes, and it keeps the traffic moving consistently. So if we do go back to work, your commute time will go down significantly.
Let me just double check that you can hear me. Sorry.
Yeah, we can hear
audio
Loud
things
and
are coming up on my thing. So, but as to what I was saying earlier, was due to the COVID pandemic, people are actually beginning to stay at home, and now companies are realizing, oh, we don't have to force you to come into the office 5 days a week. You can come in 2 days a week. And so the traffic is going to be lighter for, the 9 a.m. traffic, for the 5 p.m. traffic. And, I mean, the idea is, do we need these long-term, goals to redo our roads and redo all these other things when traffic is going to be lighter anyway, because most people are going to start realizing, most people whose jobs don't depend on going into the office, into the factory, it's better for them to have less traffic. And the thing is, when these projects are going on, these people are going to be halted from going to their jobs. There's going to be road work in the middle of their busiest intersection, and now they have to go around it. They're looking to get to work, and they're looking to come back as quick as possible.
Well, if there's one thing that my 6 years of schooling have taught me, is that there is always construction, no matter where you go. It's the unfortunate part about living in the Northeast, elsewhere, in the United States.
I'd like to ask you about safety.
That's actually great, because I was actually going to segue into that to answer the question about do we need these road improvements? Do we need these roundabouts when less people are going to work? So you can go ahead and ask your question, but I'm going to get back to.
Well, I already kind of know that roundabouts are safe because you've explained it, and you said they're 90% safer. But we're talking about Long Island here, right? And
yes,
there's a major problem in safety, but it's not about four-way intersections. It's the Southern State Parkway, which is the deadliest parkway on Long Island. I think there was 24,000 crashes or something last year.
Mhm.
And the problem about the Southern State Parkway is not that it's, you can't fit a roundabout on a parkway. It's just a parkway, right? But the problem is people speed, and then they get into accidents because the road is too windy. So I think the problem is you don't want round when it comes to the Southern State Parkway. You want straight roads. So I think we should hashtag straighten the roads because it'll definitely decrease the amount of fatal accidents on the Southern State Parkway, because as they move and they wind, when people are going 60 miles an hour when they shouldn't be, but they do anyway, people are getting into crashes. So, and it's easy to just pave a road, pave a little bit more on the outside, and then re-straighten all of that.
Mr. John, can you repeat the name of
Straighten
that
the
parkway?
roads?
No. Can you repeat the name of the parkway?
The Southern State?
Yes, Southern State. That is a state-run roadway. It has nothing to do with the Long Island road
It's Long
jurisdiction.
Island. It's part of Long Island. It kills
Yes,
Long
but
Island people.
it is maintained and worked upon by the state. So I will work with the New York State, but the New York State specifically, the one that actually runs the Southern State Parkway, is actually doing a number of projects very similar to the one that you're explaining. For example, the New York State Department of Transportation, that's a mouthful. There is a significant increase in roundabouts for jobs sites specifically, like you said, Route 5 and Route 20 in Irving, New York. There's actually a new roundabout that actually focuses on the exit and on ramps of the routes. Route 20 and Route 60 in Fredonia, there is a new roundabout over there as well. So to your point, the roundabouts are happening. The New York State has the incentive to do it, and we just need the extra funding from the state, who is already for roundabouts, and the federal government that is also for roundabouts. So this is going to be a collective effort statewide, and it's going to really take off on Long Island as well.
Well, like you said, I mean, you want to do a statewide effort, but then you came back on my thing saying it's a state road, so why do we have to worry about it? Well, the problem is there's Long Islanders that are dying on the Southern State, and you can't just throw a roundabout on it and fix everyone's problems. It's a parkway, everyone, you got to drive, and you got to drive fast, and you got to drive straight. You can't be making roundabouts. You got to straighten the roads.
Right. So to your point about decreasing taxes, I don't want to increase taxes. The amount of effort that would go into straightening that road is absurd. And the Southern State Parkway is specifically designed to be curved and to decrease the speed of the people driving on that road. So
well, it's
if
done
you
a
keep
negative
it straight,
job because it's killing people.
Right. So this segues also to the point of your attack against me, highlighting the roundabout and the car accident. That roundabout did its job. Could you imagine if that car continued down the street? Maybe little Susie is down the block picking up her ball, and that car is going to speed right into her. But that roundabout did its job, and it stopped the speeder. Granted, yes, the speeder might have been injured, like the people on the Southern State Parkway were injured as well. But the roundabout did its job in slowing down the traffic and protecting our citizens of Long Island, our pedestrians of Long Island. Not everyone has a car, and some people need to walk, and roundabouts are the way to keep them safe.
Well, the car went airborne and flew into other parked cars. So it didn't necessarily not do any damage, and there could have been people getting into those parked cars, and it would have hit them anyway. It didn't exactly stop the car. It shot it airborne and made it now a propelled threat throughout the air.
Mm-hmm. And how does that differ from a intersection, a regular signalized intersection? Car might have collided with another car directly at that full speed, but instead it crashed into a barrier, significantly reducing the speed of the traveling car.
But they don't send them flying through the air hurling.
So to your point, as well as safety, why do we need these roundabouts if people are working from home more? The trend now is people are looking to get out of their homes. They are working inside all day. They're looking for the experiential part of their lives, going out to bars, going out to stores, going back for the experience of being on Long Island. if there are less cars on the road, we can revitalize our main streets by slowing down traffic and getting pedestrian traffic on these streets, increasing local business and keeping our pedestrians safe that are exploring those local businesses as well.
All right. That was well said. Now, on to our second segment. We do have questions from the audience. I believe there are 2 from Twitch chat, and so I'll let.
There are a few from the YouTube chat.
Oh, nice. We'll let Twitch go first since I knew about those first, and then we'll do YouTube, and then we'll do fellow people in this voice chat.
Okay. You want me to read those questions?
Go for it.
All right. Just for the audience, some of these questions are going to be skipped over for TOS.
Yes, please.
I've got
service.
First question here is for John. I have a question for Mr. Crash Money. In Europe, they levy a shit tax on those who choose to use toilet paper in public restrooms. My question is, will you raise taxes on those of us who prefer traditional family values over bidets when it comes to cleaning our anuses?
Well, so no, my idea isn't really government intervention style. So no, the whole idea is incentivizing people to do better, and market demand is kind of the tactic. So the market will most likely choose the bidets because they're more eco-friendly. They'll stop running up your toilet paper bill, and they'll save they'll save you money and they'll save the environment. So I'm not going to force people to do it. I'm not going to put in, I'm not going to make anybody pay a fine if they're using toilet paper. That's not the idea. But the idea is you can do it freely as an American, rather than electing someone who's now going to tell you, okay, well, we're going to use our money to force you to drive this way around roundabouts. That's not my idea. You should be able to do how you feel, and if that's the idea of the public, and if they want to do that, then they can do it. But my idea isn't put holdings on people that want to do things their way.
So I have a question, if I can interject here, moderator. Mr. John, your point about the environmental impact of bidets, you are decreasing the amount of toilet paper used, which is going to save the residents money, toilet paper expenses. But my question is, what about the water expenses? Their water bills are going to be going up if they are using these bidets to wipe their booty hole.
Not necessarily, because you flush more water than you actually spray with. And so when you flush a toilet bowl full of water after wiping way too many times, and then have to flush again, you're actually wasting more water than you would if you just sprayed yourself. And you can actually do this at home. You just poke a hole in the top of a water bottle, and instead of wiping, you just spray yourself. And you actually see at the end when you're done, water bottle is less than halfway gone. It's almost at the top, really. And please, let's keep it serious. But the idea is you will actually save water because it uses a minuscule amount of water. It's pressurized. It's supposed to be a pressurized water stream that shoots into the beehole, and it actually gets rid of all the poo rather than wiping it, flushing multiple times, killing trees. So, yeah, thank you for the question.
All right, to our next one.
Okay. So this question is for Shafe.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question about roundabouts. My wife lived in Australia for 4 years, and when she came back, we drove up to a roundabout, and she tried to go left around the roundabout. Mr. Shafe, what is your solution to blonde women driving?
Fantastic question. Blonde women driving is a serious issue across the United States, across the world, and especially on Long Island. Long Island is full of them. Can't get rid of them. They're here to stay. So to combat that, proper design is the key solution to the thing with roundabouts, like the one mentioned in Mr. John's Slam campaign ad, did not have the median divider. So it suggested to the drivers that they can go either way, but proper signage and proper medians as well can help with reducing the amount of people that are going the opposite way. And as well, roundabouts is a foreign idea to many Americans and Long Islanders as well. And again, to increase awareness, we are going to use that tactical urbanism idea on smaller neighborhood intersections so all Long Islanders can get used to the techniques and the practices of entering and exiting a roundabout. We are not going to put them in the major intersections right away. We are going to slowly introduce the Long Island people to the roundabout culture and the benefits of the roundabout.
Okay. Let's move on to the YouTube questions. I don't have those, so if you could please read those out.
Would that be Chris? Would you like to go through them, or should we scroll
Yeah,
through them?
I just gotta find them.
Okay.
You can click on the stream, and then when you hit live, all of the new ones will come up, I believe.
Fantastic questions, everyone. Please keep them coming.
So
They are much appreciated.
While Chris is looking up, upon reading, roundabouts are costing about $250,000 per. Is that like a median?
I'm sorry.
number?
Are you looking up statistics during our debate?
No, I have it written down on my small piece of paper.
$200,000.
250,000.
So the cost ranges. This is talking major. It's like the big boys, the ones like on, the major intersections. They typically range from $194,000 all the way up to $500,000.
And so you're saying that we're not going to raise taxes. We're somehow going to magically get corporations that want to spend money on big works of construction. Are we going to have to do some sort of advertisement? Is there going to be a big McDonald's sign in the middle of the roundabout because we couldn't publicly fund this, but we have to privately use, some company that's going to advertise in our face in the middle of the roundabout, or how does this work?
That's a good question. So correct me if I'm wrong. Did I mention anything about taking money from corporations?
Well, you said you're not going to reduce taxes, so how are we going to move around the funds?
Federal funding, federal grants, New York State grants as well. Those are already in place. The Long Island citizens, New York citizens are already paying for them. It's coming from the federal and state governments. It is divided to the states. And I have a team actively working to propose grants for multiple funding sources as well.
Well, I mean, it looks to me like it's not going to be feasible with the amount of decline in revenue that New York State itself is seeing. I mean, the MTA saw a 95 decrease in railroad passengers. They're upping their fee, I think, in 2021 because they haven't had enough revenue of passengers because of the pandemic. They estimate falling revenues. So this year they're only going to be at about $5.1 billion in revenue from overall public transit. And then the next year it's going to fall to $3.9 billion. So while we're losing $1.1 billion in the next year, do we see ourselves still being able to grasp money from New York State and fund these roundabouts?
So the simpler answer to that question is yes. Again, the part about tactical urban, cheap and effective temporary solution to these issues to increase the awareness, increase the understanding of roundabouts and how they work. And that will, again, introduce people and get people motivated to continue funding the choose to do so. If needed, there are also several other ways to get the money to fund these rounds. I would not like to do it, but it is in the back pocket, gas tax on Long Island, and there is already a gas out on the
gas tax. You're saying
gas tax? Yes.
Okay, it was lagging a little bit.
Yes. So keep in mind, if we do use the gas for funding sources, keep in mind to the point that I said before that the overall gas consumption by people are going to go down if there is more roundabouts on Long Island. Again, they're using less gas to get their car up to speed and then get up to speed again. So although there will be a slight gas tax increase, it will be negated by the less gas each individual Long Island is going to be using. Again, that is in the back pocket, and it is a second thought. The funding for New York State, like you said, does not come into, but I am confident that New York State, showing that they are interested in roundabout and already working on projects themselves, and the federal government themselves, that they will fund this initiative.
I definitely believe they were interested in roundabouts, but in terms of tax, I mean, just taxes on Long Island are too damn expensive. And it's, like I said, people don't want to pay more taxes, and the problem is people will vote specifically based on whether or not they are going to pay more taxes to next year than they will, or than they have this year. Will they pay more or less taxes? Because it's already hard enough. You can only deduct $10,000 of real estate tax when people's real estate taxes are up to $15,000 to $20,000 a year in terms of local and school tax. And so if you can't deduct them based off the federal government standards, now we're going to have more taxes on top of that. People are going to be mad. People are not going to want to do it. And I believe the method is going with a free market choice. Give them the choice, give them the option to save money, and make it so that you're not going to force them to do these things. We can get people to do it without forcing them, without taxing them, without throwing gasoline tax on them, without throwing a toilet paper tax on them. You don't have to do it. All you have to do is show people that it's great to shoot water into your butt to clean. And you know what? At the end of the day, we're all going to be richer, happier, and cleaner. Chris,
Yes, but if people don't want a bidet in their home, then entire plan essentially doesn't have any.
Well, again, it's incentive based, and when it gets out there and people know about it, more people will get it. Because
just like the roundabout, it's a foreign idea. The bidet is also a foreign idea as well. I have implementation strategies to increase the awareness of this program, but this is just a tax write-off that people are having trouble writing off their taxes to begin with. It's a foreign idea to many people.
All right. And on that note, I think we can move to our YouTube questions if we have those ready.
Sure. Okay. So who's up next? I just asked Shafe the question.
Mhm.
So I'll ask Mr. John the next question. Is the number of jobs needed for implementation of the bidet program equivalent to the number of jobs required for its continued maintenance? I'm concerned about lifetime employment of these workers.
Yes. So the thing is, you're not a bidet worker. You're a plumber. You're an electrician. You're someone that has a skilled job and it's in demand currently. Like I said, there's 3 million trade jobs that haven't been filled in America, and on Long Island, there's probably some portion of it. So the idea is we start to incentivize people to go get these jobs. Obviously, not everyone who lives on Long Island and goes to college or goes to trade school is going to stay on Long Island for their life, but the idea is we incentivize them here. They come back, they begin working, and then the demand starts. The demand, which needs to be filled, is now creating cheaper options because there's more workers, and these workers now are getting experience doing all these jobs, and now they have other jobs to fulfill them because, like I said, there's a deficit. There are more jobs needed than people to fill those jobs in America. 3 million.
Okay. Next question.
All right. This one is back to Shafe.
Mhm.
The bidet, a French invention, has clearly been a disaster for the human race. How would you prevent the roundabout from devolving into another French disaster, the Arc de Triomphe roundabout?
Great question. So this would lead me to defining the actual. So in Europe, the roundabout has been around for a long time. The United States didn't incorporate roundabouts because the development in the United States was rapid, and their only idea was just intersect the streets and we'll deal with it later. So to prevent it from being another catastrophe, we are going to utilize the modern roundabout. This differs from a normal roundabout. This differs from a traffic circle. The traffic circles have the actual signals in the intersection as well. For those of you who might be watching that once were living in Buffalo, the Niagara Square, that huge circle, that rotary, was a circle or rotary. You see the signs going in, and it was honestly very difficult to navigate. My implementation strategy would use the modern roundabout, which uses the best technology, the best ideas about traffic engineering, traffic flow, and make sure that these are safe and are not going to be a catastrophe. It's amount for the United States and Long Island specifically. I hope that answered your question, but that was a great question.
All right, that was a good question. Moving on to our next.
All right.
I do have a point if you would like to scavenge the internets for more questions for Mr. John here.
Yeah, sure. I think I got one, but you can keep going.
So, Mr. John, like any subject, if you look up the negative side effects of anything there today, you will find them. So I'm going to quote Dr. John Schwausberg from the University of California at Berkeley. There is no hard evidence nor peer-reviewed journals, nearly nothing, to prove that the bidets actually reduce the amount of fecal matter from the butthole. Being that you don't own a bidet and you use a water bottle as a temporary bidet, how can you assure that these bidets are going to work and that these are going to be beneficial to Long Islanders that install them?
Well, they do work, and the idea is if you go to any of these countries, they use bidets over toilet paper because they actually save money and they're actually more hygienic. There are healing properties just to water itself. For anybody with problems with IBS or hemorrhoids and things like that, it's better to have water rather than scrape with paper, with wood, essentially. And also, to the fact, you said, I don't have one, so, why should I be promoting one? Well, some people in this country don't have health care, and they still have the right to go and demand a public option for health care, an affordable option. And so I'm saying that we need an affordable way to wipe our butts that doesn't pay money to big toilet paper, to the Charmin bear who at night goes out and just eats strangers in the woods who just got lost. And then he wipes his butt with Charmin toilet paper. We don't need that anymore, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Next question.
Yeah, I've got 2 questions left for each of you.
Okay.
This one should be for John, right? So I'll ask John the first one here. Let me just track it down. Here it is. So, your question. Hi, my friend's family has a bidet, and I was informed that when he uses the family bidet at higher pressures, he apparently grows a third leg. How can you explain this?
Well, there are problems, that come. It's a learning curve. Like Schaefer said with roundabouts, it's a learning curve. You might turn left on a roundabout. You don't know. At the same time, you might open a little too wide and fill yourself with water, and so same thing. You learn, it shoots back out. It's fine. Just same thing. Try it out. There's no danger to it. Okay. And like I said, if we implement this, we can have them in every nurse's office and every kid's school, so that you can start learning when you're young. Going around, making it dangerous to have bidets in schools because kids are just gonna step on the thing and shoot water everywhere. No, people will use it like it's supposed to be used, and we'll all be better off because of it.
All right. Next question.
Next question is for Mr. Schaaf. As a pedestrian, how would I be crossing the street at a roundabout? How do I know when to go if there are no lights? Also, would large emergency vehicles have a difficult time getting through?
Fantastic question. These were actually points that I did not get to in this debate yet, and I'm glad that was brought up. So, to the question about the pedestrians, if we look back the slide, I know we can't now. Reduction of 40% in pedestrian crashes, fatal crashes as well. So I like to start with the worst case. It's difficult to think of. You cross the intersection, you cross the roundabout, and God forbid you are hit. Because that car is entering a roundabout, it is already slowing down. It is not trying to continue speeding right through it. It is not trying to beat the lights. It is slowing down.
Are you familiar with Tokyo Drift?
You were Tokyo. That was That was in Tokyo, not in Long Island. I don't believe Long Island drivers have the
They have
capability
bidets
to
in
do what those-
Tokyo. 60%.
No
So-
interruptions, please.
Sorry.
Thank you, moderator Lindsay. So you get hit. The car is going at a much slower rate. It is already slowing down, entering the roundabout, and if it is, it essentially there will be numerous signs. And again, signs are easier to maintain than lights. There will be yield to pedestrian signs. There will be, in addition, there's a picture on one of my slides as well, what are called pedestrian islands as well. So intersections are very long to cross, and roundabouts, because you have a dividing median that suggests the direction to go, pedestrians can wait at that pedestrian median and wait to safely cross if they do not make it across the intersection fully. So I hope that answers the part about pedestrian safety. If it does not, continue, but I think that covers it. So for the question about the emergency vehicles, how many times have you seen an ambulance have to slow up going into an intersection because they're afraid they might get T-boned by a car that doesn't have to stop at the intersection as the right way? How many times are you blasting music and you do not hear the rumble of or the sirens of the ambulance, and you have to slam on the brakes, putting you in danger from the person behind you as well to make way for this ambulance? Roundabouts is simple. It can, because of the slower speeds, there is a much shorter distance to stop. So if it's a late reaction to seeing this ambulance or emergency vehicle, it is the stopping distance is much shorter than a regular signalized intersection. So it's going to be much easier for that emergency response vehicle to get to its call going into a roundabout and not have to clear every single signalized intersection.
All right. Next question.
Great. This next one is for John. Mr. John, have you considered the rise in divorces as a direct consequence of husbands exploring the feeling they get from the use of a bidet?
You know, it's like anything. You get used to these things. Like I said, you know, it's a foreign concept. You know, but if you're not willing to talk to your partner about foreign objects, then, you know, you obviously shouldn't own a home because you're not an adult yet. But, you know, that the idea is, yeah, of course, some people might find some pleasure in a bidet, but most of them are going to find actual, you know, it'll work. They'll find it to be actually fixing problems they have, which is they wipe too much, they spend too much money on toilet paper. It's easier. And some of them have little air blow dryers, so you don't even have to wipe. It's completely gone.
All right. Last question, right?
Last one, yes. Last question
Do we
is
have
for
closing statements, by the way?
Do we also have questions from the people in Discord as well?
I think so.
Mhm.
Okay, so we can
All
get
right.
to this last question and see if they have anything as well.
Okay, so last question from the audience is a question for Schaefer.
Mhm.
How would Robert Moses feel about roundabouts, and why was he so racist all the time about everything? Thank you.
That is a loaded question, and I would like to sit down with you personally if we ever have the time. Whoever asked that question to explain the monstrosity that Robert Moses planning brought to Long Island. Robert Moses, I believe, hated it. Robert Moses was all for the personal automobile. He was concerned about getting people to and from the city, from the suburbs to the city, and from the city to the suburbs as quickly as possible. Did not care about the urban residents in the first ring suburbs of the city. He plowed right through, and I mean right through, those neighborhoods with these huge highways and didn't think twice about it, had no political or community organization around it, no community. What's a word I'm so worked up over Robert Moses? Sorry, let me take a second here.
But it's valid.
You know what isn't
Yes.
racist? A bidet.
And roundabouts aren't racist either, let me tell you. So to answer the question, Robert Moses would hate it because it prioritizes the pedestrian roundabouts prioritize the pedestrian, and Robert Moses wanted to prioritize the personal automobile. I don't know why he's so racist, but it's not an excuse to say, oh, it was just the times back then. No. We're still dealing with the impacts of Robert Moses on Long Island, and it is. I'm going to stop myself here before I get into a rampage. For the person who asked that question, please reach out to me. I would love to have a discussion with you. Much more tamed than I am right now.
Oh.
Thank you both.
Alrighty. So let's go to questions from the Discord. I think I'm just gonna go in order from who was listed. So we're gonna go Dank first. Do you have a question?
Thank you. Yes, I do.
All right.
This question is for both of you. Would you consider running under an independent platform of progress that we need a bidet roundabout now?
Depending on whether or not we face another incumbent that is completely against both roundabouts and bidets, it's a possibility. We both have ideas that ours are more important than the other.
Yes. So to answer that as well, I think we touched on it on the first question of this debate, or second question, my apologies, about the treatment that I received while working for the John campaign. Underpaid, overworked, terrible working conditions, very short and quick deadlines. So if those issues are addressed, and I see that John campaign address those issues, I would be open
I'd like to see the proof.
I'd like
to see the texts. I'd like to see the dialogue. The video.
I will pull them up, but I believe your direct quote is, "We're not paying you."
I believe it was, "I'm not paying you to not work for me," which is
yes,
a double
but
negative.
There was also several messages
Gotta read
clearly stating that you are not paying me. And
I'm not paying you to not work for me. I think that's pretty clear cut.
So to the question from the Discord user, based off of this, just being argumentative to the workers that he so desperately relies on, I don't think that is anywhere in our near future. But hopefully, if things change, we can work towards progress as an independent party.
Did we? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Sorry, there he is.
Came back.
Oh, all right.
I heard it in my mic, and it takes a while to cut back in.
Okay. Oh. All right. So our next question, I believe, will be, Jesse, do you have anything you would like to ask?
No payment required.
All right.
I can talk to that. No payment
Very
required.
good.
So with my tax plan, you won't actually be paying any taxes. Under Shapes, he already explained, you might have to pay a gasoline tax.
You might have to.
But I'm never going to put a toilet paper tax on anybody. I can do anything like that. I'm going to make an option available because Americans like the freedom of their own choice, and I'm pro-choice. So the idea is you get to choose whether or not you want to get a bidet. And if you want to save money on your taxes, or at least if you're going to think you're going to pay $1,000 to $2,000 in taxes, why not spend $1,000 to $2,000 and get a new toilet or new bathroom facilities instead of just sending it off to the government so that they can go bomb Syria again? Thank you.
Okay.
Great question,
right.
Jesse.
Our next question will be from Sydney. Sydney? Oh, there you are. Hello?
Hello. Hi, thank you for taking my question. My question is more of a inside joke for the people in the Discord. John, you once promised Taco Bell to whoever reached Grandmaster in Overwatch. Since many years have passed and no one has reached this elusive goal, was this all a ruse so you could keep the Taco Bell for yourself? And are you crooked?
No, actually, I would definitely have paid for Taco Bell for anybody that would reach Grandmaster in Overwatch. Sadly, nobody else could do it besides me. multiple times. I went up and then down and then up again. So I've done it actually.
Just
I've
like his
lapped you,
campaign will.
you know. But yeah, so
No
no, I stick
interruptions.
to my word.
So instead of working on your plan for the bidets and working on your plan for long, and you are hitting grand over.
No, that was
wasting
4 years
the
ago. You might have to
tax-paying
get your
dollars.
timeline correct.
He's right about that one. All right. So our next question, I think our last question will be from Matt. Do you have a question?
Hi. Yes, I do. Thank you. So this is for John. So you say with the whole tax break, people would save $1,000 with that, and I'm assuming that's, at the end of the year with taxes. And as we can see from the pandemic we've been in, we've only gotten, not even everyone has gotten just $1,200 from the government. And it's only, we've been 5-6 months into this. So how, with that and how people have reacted to that, how do you expect people to latch onto this idea of only really saving $1,000 a month for, just some water on the butt?
Well, so the idea is there's long-term economic impact. So you're now not spending money over time on multitude of things. But the idea is not that it's $1,000, but it's based off how much you spend. So if you can only afford a $200 one and that qualifies, then you can just spend $200 and you'll get $200 back on your tax. So that's the idea, is it can go from low income to median income, and then it phases out into high income, because obviously we want to tax the rich. They have way too much money. So they're not going to be getting the credit. They're not going to get money back for buying a bidet. They already have a tennis court in their backyard. They don't need it. But if you only made a few $1,000s this year and you have some extra money, you can buy a bidet, you can invest, and it's part of the list that a third party has organized to allow. Then you can use that. You don't have to spend $1,000, but it would pretty much max out at around $2,000. But you can go as low as $200 to $300.
All right. So before I close this debate and we open it to voting, is there any other questions from Twitch chat or the YouTube chat that I'm not aware of? Mr. Quiz.
I close questions on Twitch, so
Okay. All right.
I don't know about YouTube, but Twitch is out.
Okay. So do we have that voting link? Because I am.
Yeah. All right. So I'll put the link in the Twitch right now.
Okay.
Put it in general
Is it
chat.
possible
I'll put
to-
it in the YouTube.
Yeah, I
as
think I
well.
can put it in the YouTube as well.
Yeah, I think we can also pull it up on screen if people as well.
Do we have closing statements? Can that be a thing?
You guys can go right ahead. I'm done.
Shay?
Start.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, a lot of great questions, a lot of concerns from concerned Long Islanders, people. Thank you all for tuning in to this. I hope that it is clear that the roundabouts would make more of a local impact. You're going to see the benefits of roundabouts in your local neighborhood. Telling you that there is going to be the funding, and even if there is a gas tax, not a overall tax increase, that it will be limited and you will see the benefits from round. Now, this progress is sustained for a wide range of Long Islanders. And I don't know about you, but I think we can use some roundabout.
All right. And John, your closing statement?
So I'm taking the free market approach with this, and I'm running for mayor because I think I can provide opportunities for Long Islanders to make their own decisions about how to better and improve their lives. And my ideas are simple. I think we need to get back into the trade job industry. Other countries have like a 50% graduation rate going towards trade jobs rather than universities. And we should be heading in that direction too, because we need skilled laborers. And if we want to be able to build Shapes roads in 15 years, then yeah, we're going to need skilled laborers for that. And we're going to have to put them through trade school to be able to do these things. Some for universities, some engineers in universities. Not discrediting them, but we're also going to need the contractors. We're going to need the construction guys. We're going to need people who know how to use these tools, and we have a deficit right now. So short term, we get bidets installed in everyone's homes. Then once everyone's clean and happy and they're saving money on their taxes and we have enough skilled laborers to complete Shafe's tasks, he can run for mayor in 10 years, and then we can do that. Thank you.
All right.
We need roundabouts.
Progress, not in 10 years. Bidet.
No, it's sustained progress. Sustained. Not today and then end tomorrow. Sustained.
All right. So let's get that voting link out, and then we can decide who is here.
Shafe, are we voting or not voting?
Both of
I
them.
will not vote.
All right, I'm
It's
not gonna
up
vote either.
in the Twitch chat. It's going up in the YouTube chat right now.
You can take my word, John. I will not be voting.
Wait,
I trust you as an individual,
trust you as well.
not as a mayor candidate, but as a person. I trust you.
I'll sustain too as a third party
Someone said link again.
in YouTube.
On YouTube,
Yes.
I see link again on Twitch as well.
it's not working. Unreal.
I was able to get the Twitch link.
Yeah, there's
So
votes coming in.
it'll just take a second to load.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Do I have a moment to use the bathroom break and get another beer?
I'm gonna do this.
All right. Conversate amongst yourselves. Maybe there will be an intermission report.
Chat can open up in Discord, and you guys
Yeah,
can.
you guys can start talking.
talk
Yeah,
some
Make
stuff.
sure you get those votes in.
It's up for me. Okay.
I'll
I
say
will-
right
Wearing
now, it
shorts
is
under these
neck
suits,
and
by the
neck
way.
at five votes for each of you.
It is.
I'm talking now in this chat. And Jesus Christ, this is wow.
I've
Wow,
been
good job, you guys.
so hard.
I
I've been
would
trying not
like
to
to
laugh. It's been good.
who even knows if Shafes would still be in office by the time his plans would come into fruition, and then who knows if those plans would still be kept by the next mayor.
True.
So since it's such a long-term plan, you can't even promise that would happen.
Shafe.
I
Short-term
know
plan,
this is all
your
I know
degree.
this is all jokes and fun, but did anyone else get fucking sorry, Shape, but did anyone else get sexist vibes when you started shitting on blonde women?
Yes. How you pick that question?
I loved all the questions were ridiculous.
Yeah.
I thought about being like, maybe no.
In my make believe political world, I was like, oh man, Shape, that's can't just shit on women like that, man.
I tried to put an equal number of good versus ridiculous questions, and hopefully I did well. But
It was fun. It was good. I have a closing statement, but I'm like, should I even bother? Like, I don't know.
Nah.
I mean, they said their closing statements, and then both kept speaking.
I know.
share, copy. Gotta send the link to YouTube again. See if that one works. YouTube. I'm gonna double check on my end as well.
I don't even see the link posting in the YouTube.
I just
Yeah.
chatted it.
Yeah, like, I don't see it.
Yeah, same. The last thing that I see is Emily A. Can you send the link? Can you send the link again?
I chatted right after that.
It's not there.
I
So
feel like you're not listening to us.
maybe only John can do it.
Yeah, I wonder if someone else has to link it.
Let me try.
Also, it's typical for the mayors to, for candidates to put in votes for themselves as well. They could do that.
They could do that.
I mean, right now it wouldn't make any difference because it's a tied vote, and it would, I'm assuming, just be a tied vote, even if one of them if they both decided to vote for the other one.
Dan, do you see it on YouTube?
Interesting.
I do not.
John,
I
get
will
back here.
refresh my page.
I'd be able to put it in the description or something, right?
Here, wait. Here, wait. You sent it in Twitch.
No.
Maybe I'll try to post it.
Okay.
That'd be fine, right? I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this.
Oh, John's back.
All right, how bad am I losing?
John, can you try and put the link for the voting in the YouTube.
Did it come up when I put it in?
No.
It's not coming
It's
up.
not working.
Unless it's just don't come up in Twitch chat or YouTube chat.
The hell, YouTube.
What
chat?
if we just like do like?
Well, John's the
Draw.
broadcaster, right? So it should. It
Yeah,
should
John, you signed in on the trash YouTube.
Yeah, let me. Here. YouTube still there, still with you.
There it is. There it is.
Hashtag
entered
fuck
it
off,
then
Sean
again
McBear.
as well.
Thank you, Dan.
You got it, buddy.
For YouTube now.
Is a bear shit in the woods? Yes, but he doesn't have a bidet. So he uses rat.
To a point I made when you guys were gone, John, I think that due to the longevity of Schaefer's plan, you don't even know if he would still be in office at that point, and you can't rely on the next mayor to fulfill your same goals.
Right.
I'll stop
It's too
debating now.
Schaefer just
Okay.
took the lead by 2 votes.
It's 2 votes. Holy hell! How many votes are in right now?
12.
12.
Are we just John? You haven't sent that link out to anyone, or did you?
It's in the YouTube and whatever.
Okay, like you haven't sent it to other group chats or anything, like that, right? Because I refrained from doing that. I want to make.
Yeah.
I do think it'd be funny if you just made who's the new mayor bidets or roundabouts. Just straight up.
What is the polling? Is it like Shafe with roundabouts, or is it just like Shafe or?
It's just your gamer tags.
Hockey
Yeah.
Freak or Crash Money. I guess it doesn't help if people don't know our gamer tags. Shape's on the top, John's on the bottom.
Wait, no, not for me. John's on top and Shape's on the bottom.
Whatever.
The
Shape
whole
is hockey
poll is on the
freak.
protest. When does this end? By the way, when is the cutoff for the polling?
I don't know.
Shafe
None of this is planned.
3 over. Shafe's gonna come in.
You want to do a few minutes at 9:30?
Yeah,
9:30
9:30 works. Everybody get your votes in
Closing
by 9:30.
poll stations
please.
early. I see that. Very Republican of you guys.
How many people total did we have watching this thing? Because there was like at least 20
Well, it
something.
depends how many overlaps there are too.
Yeah, we had
Like, because on Twitch it says 17, and on YouTube it says 14, but I'm one of them for both of them.
At
Yeah,
one
so
point, I saw 22 on Twitch,
I
and
saw
then
23 at one point when I was looking at chat. Then I had to close it because I was laughing.
I took so many pictures of the chat. I was like, this is so funny.
the one question about the blondes driving, I just couldn't do it.
That was
Oh
definitely,
yeah, I was
definitely my
gonna say,
brother and my
Yes.
sister-in-law.
I was gonna say I
She
tried
came
to
back
pick
from
an
Australia.
equal number of like questions about your points and then ridiculous questions for each of you, and hopefully I split for you guys.
Oh my, that was good. Thanks for keeping it civil, John. That was good.
That was a lot of fun.
I think for everyone that's still watching, I think we can all learn from something from this, that debates aren't so hard. They don't have to be hostile. We just need beer at each one.
Just gotta have some fun.
That was great.
I found a truckload of shredded ballots.
They're in the creek. Mailmen are selling them.
They're in this little tiny trash can over here.
And they all say John.
I believe it.
Every one of them.
Convenient.
Oh my gosh, I was so glad I was muted because literally I couldn't stop laughing the entire time. You guys are great.
Very well done.
It was fun. It needed a mix of, seriousness and some silliness. I think we did a good job of that.
This was way more informed than I was completely expecting.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, damn, they have real points.
I was there like, these are good points.
They did their research.
Yeah.
So
So
I'll give it
the
to Shape.
que-
Shape puts 110% into anything he gives a slight shit about. Like he will,
Yeah,
he will,
This is why we should pay
he
him.
will go all out.
John, I must say, you had me stumped on it. When you went on the attack, I was like, especially about like the funding and the taxes, I'm like, you're an accountant. I don't know this shit. Like,
You went on the attack early, so I was like, I'm looking defensive now. It's weird because you don't see it, you don't think this way until it's happening to you in the moment, right?
Mhm.
Like I never thought that way about like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna talk about this. It's gonna be easy, and then the conversation goes this way, and you're like, oh shit, I can't even bring it up. It sounds random.
Where's my note card for that one? Where's my
Yeah.
note card for that one?
The whole time they're talking, you're not even listening. You're like, all right, we're gonna
To be honest, I wish like I was trying to like read chat and then pick out questions and then like and I was trying to like listen at the same time. So I listened to like most of it, but like some parts I like cut out and I was like, oh man, I wish I would have.
For everyone that's still in the chat, can we just get like a clapping emoji for our moderator and our man behind the
Yes.
scene, Chris, who made this entirely possible. They did a lot of prep work. So
cheers.
Lindsay,
Round of
thank you
applause.
for moderating. Great job.
Great job, everyone.
you kept it
Round of
civil.
applause. I'm gonna
You-
do stop signs.
Is there a toilet emoji
There
that I
might
can
be.
send?
Yeah, there should be.
Most of the time, I just like watching. I knew we were going to do this last week, right? So I was watching the VP debate, and the train wreck that it was. The beginning was good, so I was like, I'll just pretty much say almost what she said. I changed some stuff up, but majority of it was just like trying to get her manner of speaking.
Mhm.
Because the beginning was great. The rest of it,
That
the
intro.
VP debate was trash.
Also,
intro was
voting is closed.
Okay,
Is it closed?
what are we at?
So if we're closing the polls, it's 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we've got 17 total votes, with 10 of those going to Shafe and 7 of those going to John. So it looks like Shafe, you are the new mayor of Long Island.
All
I
right.
would like to thank everyone who participated in this. I will assure you that my goals are reached, and you will see some roundabouts very soon in the future. To my opponent, John, thank you for putting up a great fight. Hopefully, at some point in the near future, we can team up and push towards bidets and roundabout for Long Island. Thank you all.
Thank you.
My next question is, how long does this term last for? We're doing
30
like a
seconds.
year?
Wait,
Yes, you change your
Mayor-
name in the group me.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
name it Mayor Freak55 right here. Get your screenshots in. The
I
new
was gonna
mayor.
go with Crash Mayor. Fuck.
John, you're always going to be Crash Mayor to me.
Yeah, you want to
Oh,
go
man.
in? We'll both go in on a bidet we could share.
Absolutely. I'm 100%
If you
for
want, we
bidets.
could build a roundabout with a big bidet statue in the middle.
Just shoots water at every car.
Yeah.
Cleans it off. That's free. That's free car washes right
car
there.
wash bidet.
That's free real
Car
estate.
wash roundabout.
That's free real estate, man.
Oh, g-
Randomly, I don't know if the YouTube chat is still here, but with something was happening with my mic first before the video cut out, but it stopped recognizing my microphone or something, and it kept, when your computer, as when you plug something in, it's like like something just entered the chat, it just started doing that like rapid fire. And I was like, fuck, and Shafe's in the middle of going off. So I'm trying to like X out of it so they can hear him. And so I ripped it out at one point. I don't know if anybody saw me just like doing this.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh,
yeah,
is he like waving to
yeah,
somebody? I
my
don't
mic
know.
was just like freaking out. So I just ripped it out and I waited for him to finish talking, and then I dropped it back in. And then it was okay after that.
Write mayor on a piece of paper.
Looks like it's
gotta
a
let the
mover.
people.
Mover.
Mover.
Yeah, literally, like as this was going on too and getting more and more serious, I just thought to myself, I was like, "Wait, mayor of Long Island isn't even a thing."
No, it's not.
No, it's not. You made it
There's
up.
no mayor of Long Island.
I'm gonna walk right up to Steve Ballone's office and be like, "Yo, listen up."
I want an internet debate with
He's
17
just
votes.
Suffolk
Give me
So, what do you feel about roundabouts?
I'm like, get the hell out of here.
that. Call security, call the police on you.
Wait, we polled 17 people. Come on. I'm the mayor.
Someone in the YouTube chat goes, "I may have engaged in election fraud using a VPN. I did not." I did it for all road users of Long Island for progress.
Hey, you know what? That's what politics is all about. You know.
Just election fraud.
That's fraud and robbing the election of a man who just wants clean butts.
I think all
Oh my
elections
god,
should
the
have.
third leg question was hilarious.
That was
Oh my god.
That was a good
My
one.
original question to Shafes was going to be, how do you advocate for anal health? What's your stance on advocating for anal health?
Your butthole will be much less clenched when you're going through a roundabout instead of an intersection. It'll be much more loose down there.
There were a heavy amount of gay questions about the bidet.
Yeah. It happens. I mean,
Way to
If it's
sneak.
concerned the citizens' concern, you know.
Way to sneak in a pro-choice comment there, John.
Thank you. I also went tax the rich. I threw a couple things in there. I was definitely.
I was very impressed with how both of you spun the ridiculous questions into something serious.
That's
this
politics,
is what
baby.
actual debates should be. You should get a question from like a concerned citizen, and then some kid who just did 3 rips of a bong. It's like,
so Matt,
if you could grab a star,
what do you think it tastes like?
and you're like, great question. You know, healthcare.
You are the star of my campaign. Let me tell you, the Long Islanders.
That was. I had an idea for that. It was going to be like, you know, like during the presidential debates, there's, you know, Republican, Democrat, and then 2 stoned college kids who also get 2 minutes.
Talk about whatever.
Yeah, they're just like, wait a minute, there are people coming into the country right now? That's crazy. Wait, because they want better life? That's good. That's nice. They just
That'll be our next debate, our next content. By the way, if you're not already subscribed or following us, go for it. It's just one click away. Click that subscribe button or click that follow button. We do a lot of.
We don't need to pander to people.
What's
the
that?
mayor.
No, we don't need to pander to people. No. If you want to subscribe, just do your fucking thing. Just do it. You don't need to be
Free
told.
choice.
We've been around.
Free choice
YouTube
of
has been around
subscribing.
long enough
We're gonna
that the
tax
subscribe
you.
button is well known by everybody. Just do it or don't do it. I'm not gonna ask you. Do your own fucking thing. Make your own goddamn decisions.
I like the way you talk, Dan. How would you like to work with me under my mayor campaign?
We don't know how long your term is. I don't know how to commit to that.
How long is my term? Did we determine that?
I said 4 to 6 years.
Why is there a debate if you're just gonna become a dictator?
There's gonna be an assassination attempt on me soon. Well, should we do it again in a year or something?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Mark it in your dates, everyone. Mark it in your dates. Mark it in your calendar.
Mark it in your dates.
The mayor,
grab those
Your mayor. That is your mayor, everyone. He cannot speak.
so the
No, I
mayor
cannot.
is 2 consecutive 4-year terms.
Hmm.
But you could run again after a 4-year break. So you could have 3 terms.
Wait,
So
you
in
can
4
go.
years.
The mayor of Long Island is a position that doesn't exist, so we can kind of make up whatever.
Give me a 100-year reign. When you're like near death,
Goal is to
you
live
rip the
100 more
heart
years.
out of the healthiest person.
You will all bow down to my roundabouts, and there will be labor camps for building these roundabouts more.
What have we done?
Wait,
You're
while
right, there
while
will
we
be
still
an
have people-
assassination attempt.
While we still have people on stream, can we play the attack ads that we
Oh yeah.
that we
Oh,
put on
yeah.
each other?
I can pull them up, I think, right?
I think so.
Let the record show. Let the record
Is it
show.
through
that
Discord or
the-
through Twitch?
I could maybe
Wait.
pull them up. It
Do
was in group
Do
me,
it through
wasn't it?
Discord. Do it through Discord.
Yeah.
So we can actually watch it,
Okay.
and then my stream can actually watch it. Shout out
Yeah,
to the
let-
YouTube friends,
Oh yeah.
which
I'm gonna
which
let
a
the
lot of
record
them
show.
are Shafe voters, by the way. So if I just decided
Ooh.
randomly to just cut the stream off before voting, I might have won the election. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're depriving them of information, John.
Yeah, but one of your voters already said that he committed voter fraud. So John
That's
could
true.
have won the election and prevented voter fraud.
It was 10-7. Correct me if I was wrong. So I still have 9-7.
Yeah,
They said they used a VPN. We don't know how many votes they did.
could have been 100.
Yeah. Could have been 100, and only 10 of them got through. All 10 of
There's-
them, that guy.
There are so many people that are gonna look at me differently now that I do this shit.
This was way more fun. Than
Did you
doing
tell your
anything
students
else on a
about this? That
Friday
would be
night, I
great.
gotta say.
No. That's how I get fired.
Oh, I told your students about this. Was that not supposed to happen?
Perfect. If the students are watching, do your goddamn assignment. It's due on Monday.
My clients.
What
are
if you were
watching.
in term for just as long as it takes for the project to get done? I feel like you'd want to stay in power longer, and then
Mine
you'd
would only
make.
take a few years.
That's what I'm saying. So John would only be mayor for like 2 years. Shaves would be mayor for like 30 minimum.
Yay.
4 years is a long time.
Yay.
By the way, wait, let me see if
Depends what we're talking about.
I
we
can
have the,
I can invite Doug and all the friends in that chat. I can invite them into this chat to chat if we want.
I'm fine with
to
that.
get their opinions on how it went, just to see how it went, how they thought.
Just
Yeah.
tell
To the
them.
Discord?
Yeah, keep it in mind that we're live streaming.
Yes.
Keep it
Yeah.
somewhat PG-13.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Emily A
Consider
on
it-
YouTube says that you should have made your entire class join and made it extra credit.
Again, that is how I fired.
Is that in your contract that you're not allowed to talk about roundabouts and fake positions?
This is where it stemmed from. I was actually teaching roundabouts in my class, and that's essentially the origin story of my campaign.
Sorry, I'm eating. You want to watch the videos?
Yeah,
we can
do you
watch the
have, do
videos.
you have the
Yeah, I can share my screen. Hold on.
I'll still say John and I are gonna have the cleanest buttholes.
Can you all see? Can you pin it? I should pin it, right? There we go. Actually, no, they're gonna be watching on my screen. I'm an idiot. Back to grid mode. Stupid ass. Oh no, they're watching the Discord. I'm double stupid. Pin. Right?
Yeah.
Andrew Schaefer wants to construct roundabouts at every four-way stoplight intersection.
Mine's not working. Give me a second. This is all going
It's working
too
for me.
fast.
It was
know.
working for me.
The Twitch stream was paused because I have to add something on stream on the Streamlabs. So give me a second.
Please hold. Please hold.
Someone play music?
Matt, you have a guitar. What are you doing?
I'm not. Dude. I'm humming. I thought this is what we wanted.
Okay, I got it. So yours is working now, John? I'm not playing it yet, but you're like the video's
Yeah, no,
up?
it's we're all good.
Here we go.
Andrew Schaefer wants to construct roundabouts at every four-way stoplight intersection on Long Island. Besides the increase in tax dollars that you're going to have, what else is it going to cost? Roundabouts will spend your hard-earned money and could result in a situation like this one. Instead, let's install bidets in every Long Island home and get a tax credit in the year we do so. Let's begin to ask ourselves the question. Roundabout? No. I'm John Ferguson, and I approve this message.
Amazing.
That was after 5 minutes of learning how to use that video software.
Humble brag.
Thank you to Shave to sending
Also-
it to me. Again, I
Yes,
still
of
haven't paid
course.
him.
Nope. Didn't receive a dime.
Matt, what were you
John,
saying?
I thought
Was the audio too loud or not working
That
or
was just
something?
it was fine.
I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to the Discord chat.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
we all are. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just didn't get the audio for whatever reason. But I've already seen the video too, so for me it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
John, I thought we agreed
I'm
to
not
change your
watching I'm
slogan
watching
to
on Twitch,
bidet,
but I
not
use the
tomorrow.
audio from Twitch.
I did, but then it didn't fit. It didn't fit the slow, like the way it looked on the. I just took it off. I made the executive decision.
Makes me sad,
Which
man.
I have to make
Thought
because
we
Shave
had this.
left and I can't.
Thought I was your editor and chef.
Hold on. I'm gonna pull up Shapes now. Is that right? Hold on.
Is Jesse here?
It is right. Okay.
Jesse McCree.
Yeah.
He says it's muted, but I don't think he's here.
Are we ready for Shapes?
Oh, yeah. John Ferguson wants to be your mayor of Long Island and wants to install a bidet on every single toilet across Long Island. But did you know? John Ferguson doesn't even own his own bidet. How can we trust a man who doesn't even know what he is preaching?
Double vocals right there.
Yeah.
So what will happen if you elect John Ferguson as mayor of Long Island? So what are you gonna do on Friday, October 9th? Vote for someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Vote Andrew Schaefer for mayor of Long Island. Because we need some progress roundabout now. My name is Andrew Schaefer, and I approve of this message. So, fun fact, the double audio was not intentional. It was just a glitch from DaVinci Resolve, and I couldn't fix it.
So how did you record your voice in it? Because
What's up?
how did you record your voice in it? Because I couldn't figure out how to actually record my own stuff, so I had to. I went through OBS Studios and I recorded me talking, and then I moved it in.
Simple solution. I literally just plug my mic into my laptop. I go to the camera app. I record a video, and I just import that clip, and then I just delete the video aspect, and then keep the audio.
Okay. That's pretty much what I did. It just separately, it just into OBS instead. Okay.
How do we add people to this? Question.
To the
Invite
Discord?
link in the Discord.
So you go next to the debate and hit create invite.
Edit channel or create it?
Neither. Click the server
be
name
right
and
back.
invite people as blue.
Yo.
You little pussy, I'm the fat cat.
If you guys want to come into Long
Okay,
Island
this
Trash,
hook is good.
That's what I said. The hook is actually good.
Oh, you doing the listening party? I'm sorry.
Is that the
You're super low.
Yeah.
for you're super low and we're bumping Big Myth right now.
Okay, I was gonna say come into Long Island Trash. I put it in the general chat. Let us know how the debate went whenever you get the time. Thank you. Hi, back. Well, wait, am I in the chat?
Whoa.
You hear me? Oh, okay.
Oh shit! People are joining. Oh, never mind.
I went into Doug's chat. They're listening to Big Daddy's new album on I think it's like Apple Music or something. I said, come in if you get the chance. Let us know how it went. It was a lot of fun. I'm sweating. Can we take these off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, I had to pee, so I had 5 minutes of that debate.
Yeah, that's why I went. That's why I went first. I guess I'll keep the.
You go to the
this shit
bathroom
on. It makes me
first?
Look good. What?
Oh, you went? No, you peed before the debate.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And during, I just started peeing on the floor.
Linz, I'm gonna get a drink. Do you want one?
Drink of what?
I'm gonna call my
The
brother.
things up
See if he wants to join the
Are you gonna share?
chat real quick.
Hell yeah. I low key wanted to play Overwatch.
Same.
We can still play with transition.
Cheer.
We could still play.
Put my poster back on my wall because it's currently in my chair. Where am I meeting you? City? In the kitchen?
If we were smart, we would have transitioned right into Overwatch while we had 21 viewers.
If we were smart, we would have done the debate in Overwatch. I would have been sitting in a platform.
Just have the game in the background. Don't even pay attention. Have the game like super minimized in the corner, and then just have a debate on. That's called baiting.
Thanks.
So I think the transitions into everything wasn't so smooth, but I mean, I literally just have you saw my OBS. I literally have like 18 sources. It's just,
I thought it was fine.
I wish I could have done it. I wish I could have done like a better streaming software sort of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll save it for next year for the next debate.
You're right.
Who's running? Who's running next year? Y'all have any
Yeah,
platforms?
We'll see how far your roundabouts have come.
Oh shit! Emily joined. Hello, Emily. She is muted.
Great.
Who invited? This is awkward because I think we're about to go on to.
Ah.
Oh, okay, see you later.
Okay, goodbye.
Gotcha.
Maybe not. Discord is a foreign topic to these.
Shafe, do you know who
people.
Be Excellent to Each Other is? Is that one of your friends?
Possibly, I'm not sure to be honest.
Somebody who fucking loves Bill and Ted.
Ah, hello. Hello.
Folks, this is Emily and Hannah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hannah's the one with the mask. Emily. We can't hear you.
You guys are muted. I think.
Well, yeah, we can't hear them. But do they go by Hannamally when they're together, or Hamily?
Do Hannibal Lecter.
Or Emila. Or Emila is easier to say.
Emila.
Emila.
Discord Mobile is famous for being
Emila
shit
also
with
just
audio,
seems
so I
like you're
don't
not
know what
really
it is.
saying anything.
Emily, try not doing the video and using it.
Oh, I heard someone for a second.
I heard some click. Yep. In
Hello?
progress.
Hello.
And then they disappeared.
Is it working?
Yep.
Yeah, it's working. Hello, we can hear you.
Everybody pretend it's not working. Everybody pretend
Welcome
it's
to
not
Patriot
working.
Radio.
Oh, come on, nothing.
Yeah.
So what'd you
What a
think?
victory.
So is this our peak of streaming career? Is it all downhill from here?
Yeah.
Well, we have 53 subscribers. We had 50 the other day, so go on.
Nice.
Any more followers on Twitch? We got 2, right?
Wait, what was that?
I think we got 2 followers on Twitch.
I think that was for me yelling at people not to follow us.
Right.
No, we had.
Unless they wanted to.
Yeah, no, that worked very well.
See? Kind of like getting a bidet in your house if you want to.
Oh my god.
The debate's over. Someone won already, okay?
I said it's kind of like that. Just because the debate's over doesn't mean it didn't happen, you fuck.
No, here's the thing.
Are we refusing the results of the election?
Oh.
We already said there was voter fraud. There was a truck found with ballots with John's name.
We are on to more
Sure
pressing issues, more pressing debates. How many fruits does it take for it to be?
No. Somebody cut his
Behead
fucking
the
mic.
mayor.
Legally too.
We need a Robespierre to come in and behead Shafe. I already told Shafe if I
Speaking of
won, he was going to be
Robespierre in
tried
French,
publicly for
bidet.
treason.
Yeah, John's. Oh yeah, John, you are no longer allowed to make a right-hand turn. You must only
I have
make
to make
left-hand
left,
turn.
yeah, left hands. I mean, if I see a roundabout, I'm just going to go straight through it. End my life.
Just
You're gonna
defeats the purpose.
You're gonna be like a car in the video. You're going for distance. Oh man. Oh. What was your pregame strategy? Like, what were you researching? Like, were you looking up just random facts? Did you have like a plan of how to like go at this?
Yeah, I mean, first it was attempt to get people on my side, explain that. And like the issues.
Whoa.
I don't know what's happening.
We're raiding from.
Oh,
Cuck Hunt.
Doug's chat is raiding. They're gonna also talk about the debate. I was explaining. Shafe had asked what was my strategy going into it, like what was I looking up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I was thinking, I want to get people on my side. So I want to, explain to them they're gonna save money on taxes, and I also wanted to bring up issues that actually exist, so it's not like just some fake plan. So I was like, trade jobs. There is an whatever I said, a shortage, undersupply, and those are actually, they're all real numbers. Like Shafe brought up, all of his stats are real. So like, both of these problems exist, and so even if my plan went towards Shafe's, of we need more trade, we need more labor, trade, skilled employees, it would benefit both of our plans, to be honest. I didn't want to go straight into that because I knew that he could also use it to his advantage, that I want to put more people into trade jobs, and for his building roundabouts, it would be like, yeah, we should, because it'll help build roundabouts. So I was afraid to go into that.
Yeah. What you did was like fairly well, because you actually, like you said, you set up the issue before you gave the solutions. I just kind of gave like roundabouts are great, but I didn't prove like, like there's this amount of crashes in intersections across. I think that's something that I think you did particularly well that I didn't really focus.
Yeah, I tried to stay, because I know I can't beat you in terms of any urban planning position. You mastered in it, I did not. So I knew I wouldn't beat you in that. So I had to kind of focus it towards saving money, and also just the basic things about public works, which are they kind of take a long time. Sometimes they rely on, on taxes. So my thing is, people don't want to pay taxes. They want to save money. Here's how you save money and improve your home. But for anybody that joined, what did you like about any of our arguments?
I liked that you wanted to give little children a third leg.
Yeah, you sank your campaign there.
Is that what it was?
I asked some pretty bad questions to each of them. I had to sift through, you fucks, but
This thing the great Scopria, how dare you?
Yeah, I saw like 3 different accounts from Manny trying to comment.
I only had 2 accounts. Okay, one on YouTube and one on Twitter.
The rest were Russian bots.
I have a botnet I made in conjunction with some Russian guys.
anytime a Russian bot sees American debate anywhere on any streaming platform, they have to tune in.
That's right, cause mayhem. But how do you feel? Do you want a bidet and a roundabout? What do you guys think?
Well, so like I came for the performance, right? So like obviously like going into this debate, I thought that like Shafe was definitely gonna have my vote. because of the slam campaign. I love that slander shit, man. I'm all about that. But then I was so hyped and turned on by John's like interruptions. I kind of wanted more of them, but that sort of like swayed me. You know, you can't really take those minutes back, and it's not proper, but it totally works. You know?
I leaned into the Trump roll like halfway through. I was like, if I just start poking, am I gonna get votes for this? And that's how.
Oh, I forgot of a thing that I was going to say. I was going to say, if you win, would you consider changing your name to the Clean Rump campaign?
Well, my thing is, a roundabout is just a full version of the New Jersey left, and that kind of sucks. So
that was gonna be one of my things. I was gonna be like, you know who has roundabouts? New Jersey. And do we want to be like New Jersey?
They're gonna take away your ability to pump gas.
Yeah. It's my choice.
New Jersey sucks.
Yeah, no doubt.
Subscribers from New Jersey, fuck off.
You know what sucks more than Jersey? Florida.
Wow.
Wow. That's racist.
I'm sorry, do you not all vacation here? I don't want to hear it. Stupid Northerners, how do you like me now? How do you like me fucking now?
That's where our old heads go to vacation, you know?
Or drug addicts.
Yeah, or both. It's where people go to meet their maker, you know? They're like, all right, my life is expiring.
Oh my god.
My arthritis is getting to me. I need to be somewhere warm.
Used for a lot of America.
I'm gonna put a pineapple on my golf cart so everyone knows I'm a swinger.
That's what I associate with Florida.
I want to retire in Florida.
Just for the pineapple.
Just for the swinging.
That was fun. That was an experience I've never had being on
swinging.
Yes. Me and two other couples share a bidet.
Yeah,
Wait, John, your bidet cheating on me?
I think you said it perfectly, John. Like, you don't realize the thought process. You're kind of trying to zone out, get your thoughts, also trying to prove your point, but also counter the point that they just.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really bizarre trying to keep everything on track while you're being questioned, being tormented.
And like, and this was like, this felt more like a current debate where there's no audience, you know, like there's no claps, there's nothing. So you don't even know if your quip was good enough. Like you just said it, and then you sat there like,
please clap.
It's like hoping people are laughing behind the fucking thing. You're just like, and
that's
this.
the thing is that like a lot of us are just like I know I was dying the whole fucking time.
Yeah,
so, but I can't hear. So
yeah.
Hashtag fuck the Charmin Bear.
To show it.
Yeah, how was the Charmin Bear joke? Is that okay? Did people laugh?
That was hilarious.
I loved it.
Which part?
Double bag. Do you guys know that guy was funny?
Which one?
Who?
Double bag.
Oh yeah, that guy was hilarious.
I don't know who Double Bag was.
Is that a random?
Oh shit.
I have to ask my
I was
friends.
going back and forth with this guy.
Yeah, like
I assumed it was all one of you, but I guess that was a random.
it could
Was
have
that
been
in
a
Twitch
random.
or was that in YouTube?
That was Twitch.
Double bag's on Twitch.
He was hilarious.
He was like, mute this person, and so then he said something. I was like, yo, mute this guy, and then Chris like, I'm muting all of you after this.
And the end of the fucking debate.
That's the thing that I was like upset about. Like I didn't actually get to see all the comments. Like I'm reading through them now, and they're fucking great. like seeing them live, what would have been great.
I thought I was reading it at first because the PowerPoint stuff I couldn't see, so I put up Twitch chat so I could see
Oh,
it.
it might have
The
been
chat
Kevin.
is there, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't laugh. This is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, we started smirking. I was like, she's reading the comments.
Oh my god. Who is that? Nice.
That's me.
That's Doug.
Oh my god. You were hilarious.
Thank you.
It was definitely my roommate Kevin. I went, were any of you
yeah?
Double Bag guy in the chat? And he goes, perhaps.
I'm glad we got everybody from all realms of the
All the
state
different crews.
and Florida.
Yeah. I got some of my urban planning crew, my CA crew, and was interesting.
All of his students.
No.
I can tell because the few YouTube questions were like graduate level.
my friend Adi
30 degrees and a speed of 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, my friend Adi
How
was
would
the one
you
who
wipe
asked.
your ass?
Where I think it was Doug who said the world wants to know. It was rumored that Crash Money once shit and didn't wipe.
That was me.
Well, he's sexy. Oh yeah, he was sexy Scythian. Yeah, after in the YouTube chat, after a while, it was like crooked Crash. I was like, these fucks. Kevin says, I said only commie Europeans use roundabouts. My friend Adi he's the one who's Indian, and he said, "Are bidets effective after a night of eating curry or something like that?"
Oh, I saw that. I was hoping Chris was gonna pick that
Yeah,
one.
me too. I was
Sorry. Some of them got cut.
Yeah, the mob is coming for you, Chris.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Led
think
by
about it.
Rex Coprian.
After even the presidential election, like people go after the commentators for fucking anything, and you realize it's not an easy job. You have to kind of sift through bullshit. You know, I mean, we were nice to each other for the most part. Lindsay had to shut us up a couple times, like, "Hey, don't fucking interrupt," you know.
Well, I did have a 2-minute alarm, which is what went off that one time when Shafe was talking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna bother because first of all, since it's wrapping up, and this is also just way too fun. Like, it's like I honestly stopped using the timer after that.
I want to see some bickering. You know, shave. No, let me finish.
I do respect him too much to do that. Like, if it was someone I really just wanted to fight, like I think I would, but I can punt, I can do little pokes at Shape, but I don't think I could actually fully argue with him.
What we should do is we should set no ground rules. Right? Just insult each other's character and just go.
Because but the thing is, this whole debate, it was a mix of a satire on an actual debate that worked even better than the debates we've seen on TV, and then it was just a mix of all of that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the beginning, I'm like, "Thank you to the moderator, thank you all the people watching, thank you."
That was a good touch. That was a good touch.
It was like fuck this whole thing. Like, why do people do this? I wanted to do it to see what it felt like, and it felt so shallow. I was like, this is stupid. No one should ever do this. But I did it because I wanted to feel that.
I think the only personal jab that I is you don't own a fucking bidet.
Yeah. But then I came back. I was like, people don't have healthcare, and they deserve to fight for healthcare. And I feel like I saw at least the look on Lindsay's face. It was like,
Legit question for you, man. Did you actually poke a hole in a water bottle and give it a whirl?
Yeah. I do it at work. I do it at
He
work.
did because we've had this discussion together. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't remember when.
We were drunk, probably.
And there's a dearth of water bottles around John. It's so weird.
Yeah, no, at work there's no getting home to use the shower head, so you just gotta paperclip, boom,
just like that.
Yeah, but you
Because the
actually,
paperclip
to
goes
be
in
honest,
your ass.
you will be surprised. You will be surprised at how little water you actually use after spraying yourself for that long.
So if water bottles are the solution, why do you need a bidet?
Because who wants
to just
to
get a
do this?
Water bottles are not environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
But you're reusing the water bottle. If you just have a
no, I throw it out. It smells like poo afterwards.
Would I want to reuse the water bottle though? It's kind of weird that it's been so close in proximity
Yeah,
to my
no.
ass.
If
you
you
know?
give a good sniff,
Drink from
it
it.
doesn't even you don't want to
Pink
be
eye.
around it.
Which
Gotta
one of
wet
you,
toilet paper.
which one of you fucks asked the Robert Moses question? Just get me worked up.
I
That
think
was Anthony.
that was it was Anthony. Did I
Inside
convince
job.
either Anthony or Carlos to come to my side, or were they both on Shafes?
I think they were both on Shafes. I have to double check. I know Anthony was on Shafe's side. I gotta check with Carlos because all Carlos wanted was a bidet. He asked in both chats right at the start. Where's
I
my
love you, Carlos.
Wait, say that again.
Carlos wanted all he wanted was a bidet. He asked at the top of both streams.
right
He
in
was
the
like,
beginning, right?
"Where's my
I'll be right
bidet?"
back, y'all. Be right back.
Wow, the mayor's leaving already.
I'll take the throne. If
Did
no-
anybody ask about your guys' backdrops? Because one of you got Long Island and the other's got America. I feel like one's got a preference.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's
one
Mayor
has
of Long
regional
Island, not
appeal.
Mayor of America. So,
Well, it is for a regional job.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
That's true.
I'm not gonna
The
talk
other one
about
embraces the entire country.
It's
Do we
advanced.
really want that in a local mayor, though?
Exactly.
Globalism, Deguano is raging against the global elites right now.
I didn't come to this chat for anti-Semitism, guys.
We need hats. I want hats that say "Make LI trash again." That's all I'm trying to say.
It already is. Don't
I want
worry.
hats.
So, John, what are you going to do with your political campaign now that you're a loser?
like any other loser of a political campaign, I'll take a cabinet position somewhere under Shave, stab his back in 5 years, and then come up myself.
Spoken like a true politician.
Well said.
Oh man. No, this is definitely a great time. I had a great time watching that.
That was, dude, it was so much fun. I mean, making the ad, just kind of gearing up for it. Like, it's like having a homework that you actually give a shit about. It was actually really fun.
Literally in the middle of it, you two had like a section where you were going back and forth really well, and I was like just sitting back, and I was like, dude, this is really good.
I thought the same.
Peak viewers, like 20 viewers on Twitch. I'm looking over everybody's spamming in chat, and I'm like, this is it.
We made it, boys.
Now we just have to convince them to watch our other content, like that we actually play and watch.
We had.
You still gonna play Overwatch tonight?
Yeah, we had what I was doing for all Doug's crew. I was doing random trivia nights. So during Ben Stiller trivia night, I asked the question, "Who played Polly? Excuse me, in Along Came Polly." It's a Ben Stiller movie. Nobody got it. I was like, Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston played Polly, and then Chris, in the middle of it, goes, "Jennifer Aniston's like an Adam Sandler girl. Like she's in all of Adam Sandler's films." And I'm like, "No." But he's like, "No, yeah, she's in like all of her films." So then we like go back and forth. So we're playing the game while we're doing trivia. So like in between rounds, I'm just asking random Ben Stiller trivia. Next week it was Michael Cera trivia. But I wanted to cut it up because it's just like the stupid shit that happens in between, actually playing the game, which is fun, But how do you get people to watch that? I don't fucking know. But then we proved to Chris that Jennifer Aniston is only in 2 fucking films with
literally 2
Adam
films. I
Sandler.
thought she was in so many.
In all
I was like,
fairness,
what do
all
you
of Adam
mean?
Sandler's films worth watching probably total to about 2.
That was
I saw both of those. I was like, wow.
that was a question I asked. Is if you can replace Chris Farley with Adam Sandler at the moment of Chris Farley's death, which is like 96 or 98. And if you look at the amount of films that came out after Farley's death, if you kept Farley instead of Sandler, you don't kill off Sandler, maybe he just quits acting. I don't know. But I think I'd rather Farley at that point because you already have Happy Gilmore and I believe you have Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, no doubt. You might have Anger Management. But beyond
What
that,
year did Waterboy come out?
Wait, what about
Waterboy, I think, is 99.
Okay.
Is it Big Daddy?
Right.
That's
Big
there too.
Daddy. Big Daddy, I think, was 2002. I can look
okay,
these things
Chris
up.
Farley died in December
Ugly
of
America.
97.
Big Daddy is 99.
It's big myth to you.
In response to Nick, I'm gonna say Zohan was probably his best flick.
That was like 2006.
That's true. That's like 3. That's 3. Yeah, it's Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, and Zohan.
Wait, not
50
even
First
Big
Dates?
Daddy?
Yeah, and Anger
50 First Dates, Big Daddy, Waterboy?
Well, the thing is, I haven't seen these other films, so they're automatically not worth watching because I haven't seen them.
So
Fair.
If you get Adam Sandler before 97 when Farley dies, you get Airheads, which is an awesome film.
Good movie.
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Wedding Singer. Oh no, sorry, Wedding Singer is 98.
Wedding Singer's a great movie. I will give him that.
Yeah, no. Can we switch it to 98?
If we switch to
Mr.
98, you get the
Why don't we
Water
go
Boy
2000,
and Wedding
right?
Singer. But
Why
Chris
don't we
Farley
skip
died in-
2000 to 2015 and include Uncut Gems?
Yo, Uncut Gems, dude. Uncut Gems gave me anxiety.
It's such a good movie.
Like, dude, oh my god.
That is such a good movie.
But it's supposed to do that, so I guess it did
Yeah.
its job. So
It did its job. Yeah.
But fuck, dude. Oh my god.
There was, I think, who was in 51st Dates? Danny.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. She has a show podcast thing. I don't know, but she did a TikTok of her waking up. You know, like now, but 51st Dates. So Adam Sandler did like a video for her. He's like, hey, it's 2020 and there's a pandemic, and it's just like him saying like we're in love, but you can't come near me, and it was actually pretty funny. But it was I was like, wow, they fucking because that's the thing is like 51st Dates. Oh, it's adorable, right? She has a brain injury and she loves him, and so they stay
way you
together
said
forever. But it's like imagine.
It's adorable. She has a brain injury.
Yeah.
Great.
I love a
so-
bitch with a brain injury.
He's like, we have a daughter. She's 42.
Oh, here we go.
3, 4,
And yeah,
5.
I will say he does have a good amount of good movies, and then I think he really falls off in 2008.
Did anybody see his newest one?
No.
The Hubie Halloween or whatever the fuck it was.
No.
It just
You
came
got a
out.
Halloween movie already? It's inappropriate.
Did it even come
It's on
out?
Netflix.
Yeah, it's popping up all over my Netflix.
So he had like a deal with Netflix, to put out like 5 movies in 2 years or whatever it was. So I think that's
kidding?
kind of no, seriously, that's what it was. He had like some insane deal, and he's like, pay me $300 million, I'll just make movies that are dumb, but I'll just hang out with hot women and my friends, and So I think it benefits both of them. They're like, it's Adam Sandler, and he's like, I get to hang out with whoever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Wait, that's it.
But
that was it.
But no, he had this deal with. But anyway, so they had this film. It was called like Bad Dads. I don't know what the fuck it was called. It was David Spade.
Bad Dads.
It was so bad. I think he produced it. It was David Spade and I forget who the other dad was.
Kevin James.
Is David
No.
Spade the actor that no one remembers?
David Spade? No,
Yeah,
David
I
Spade's
don't
great.
know him, so
Father of the
that's
Year.
one.
Yeah,
That's what it's
he's
called.
in all of Adam Sandler's movies.
Yeah.
He's like mad underrated, right?
See,
I
I think
only-
Chris, when you
No,
were,
I-
when
He
you were
was-
thinking of
he was
Jennifer
Joe
Aniston-
Dirt.
He sucks. I only know him from Adam Sandler.
Okay, so he
movies.
does suck.
He was on
Rules of
SNL.
Engagement, Joe Dirt.
Determined this man sucks.
David
It's been
Spade?
ruled.
No, he's great. David Spade was on SNL forever.
He was.
He was a classic on
But-
there. He was in Benchwarmers.
I only think of him in an Adam Sandler.
Yeah, no,
facet.
I mean, but so he did some fucking movie with I don't the other dad is just he like plays like a dweeb, and the movie was so bad because it's David Spade trying to do like some retarded Boston accent like that, and the whole movie and it
Oh,
has
it's called Father of the Year.
yes, it has a 32 Metascore. It's so bad. There's
Is there
one.
already
There is
a movie
Why
called
did you
Father of
watch
the
it?
Year? That's a Robin Williams movie.
which one?
What?
Isn't there already a movie called like Father of the Year? It's a Robin Williams movie.
Father of the Bride with what's his face? The white hair. SNL legend. I can't remember his name.
John, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't.
Oh, it's World's
Is it, like,
Greatest
Steve
Dad.
something.
No, it's World's Greatest Dad, and he catches it. Like, this is a Robin Williams movie, and he like walks in, and his son like killed himself by jerking off with a belt around his neck.
Yo,
And then-
okay.
Wait, so is this movie funny or sad? I don't really know.
Sad. It's not funny.
I'm laughing. Damn.
Oh, okay. Well, it says on Wikipedia that it's a satirical black comedy drama film, so it's like funny and sad, you know?
It's
Not if
able
you
to do
watch it.
both.
I'm gonna cry a little bit. I'll laugh a little bit, but in the end, I'm gonna cry a little bit.
That 1.5 hours was worth my fucking time.
But in the end, I just cried.
I just cried.
I'm gonna end the YouTube stream, but thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah, I'll end the
Thank
Twitch
you.
stream as well.
Are we gonna start it back up when we play Overwatch?